All right, let's play some Chess 960 Fischer Random Chess games and explain the strategy. I've just kind of been feeling in that Chess 960 groove, so playing a few games today in between my lessons that I'm teaching. So I figured, hey, evening, got some time, let's play some games. Let's see. I'll do 3 plus 3 or 5 plus 5. I think that, I always like 3 plus 3. It's good time control. A little bit better than 3 plus 2, I think, is like the sweet spot. Let's see. So you get a little time to think, explain the thought process behind the moves, but you'll still feel the time pressure when it gets down to a few seconds. All right. Yeah, let's start at 1958 right now. Let's try and get back up to 2000 for 960. I got back above 2200 in like the regular ones, but for 960 it seems to be, yeah, it's hard to get up there, like well above 2000. I don't know, it's just the people who are like 2200 are probably very strong masters from Chess 960. So we have a 5-minute request from a 1600. Let's see who we get. Let me just make sure we're all good on the stream. Let's see. Looks like we got a good connection. All right. Yeah, I'm going to try and get back into these on a regular basis. And I have a couple of games. I know that a couple of subscribers who wanted to see some games analyzed. And I've been meaning to do that. It will happen. I will definitely, within the next month, I'm going to do those. Right now, I'm just going to stream a bit. Not that one. Random ads. Where did it go? There it is. I've been playing King of the Hill too. Those are pretty fun. These King of the Hill games. Oh, I totally messed that one up. I should have just all I had to do was push the pawn here. Like, how did I miss that one? But it was a good tournament overall. Okay. So no games. All right, we got one. Let's go. Okay. So I'm looking for any weak spots. H2, that's it. They won't be attacked. Let's, all right, let's just take the center with this one. I like to usually keep an option open of pushing a pawn with something behind it, with a rook or queen behind it. So I'd rather not push that first so I can make a break. For instance, if they play e5, I can easily make a break with d4. Even though it's blocking my bishop, but that's fine. We can handle that. Let's take the center. All right, so they're 1990. We got a similar rating than the 1900s on this. Should give a good competition. Good challenge. Okay, they want to strike at my center now. To push or not to push is the question. I think pushing should be fine because the queen's guarded. I'm not seeing any tricks like on this file. I would look out for some pin tactics, but there aren't any in this case. The nice thing about this move is that we restrict the knight from coming to f6. Okay, they're going for the f5 square, it looks like. Okay, that is a bit time consuming though, I would say. I mean, the standard move here is just knight f3 is the move that just shouts out at me. I'm trying to understand why they did that. If there's some ulterior motive I'm missing here. Oh, there is knight h3 with bishop. It's kind of a sneaky threat. They can throw the pawn at me. I could play g3 then. Knight h3, h6. They'd have to play h6. They'd have to go for g5 then. I'm not going for it. Looks like h6 g5 is decent enough for them. Oh, I see. That's what they want. Okay. They want to hit the pawn without letting me play f4, which I think is just fine for me. Because I can stabilize, let's see, my bishop, now knight b6 to d5. I don't want the knight to hit my bishop. Let's see here, where are we going to stick the bishop? I think queen e2 is pretty good. They have the bishop, especially because they have this move. I don't like that. So queen e2 covers the diagonal, and it reinforces, in other words, overprotects the Nimzovich concept, overprotects the e5 pawn. Now, do we take with the pawn, of course, because we don't want to drop this, I think. Yeah, we're going to go with this. All right. Interesting. They're playing it interestingly, I'd say. They're trying to take this. So I could go here, but then the question is knight b6 to d5. Slightly annoying. But I think nothing I can't handle, I think. We can, if we need to, we can go to d4. Okay, they're locking it down. Really interesting structure for strategy here. To discuss the strategy of this. Oh, we can castle queenside with a tempo on the... Did I miss that? I could have done that, but they would have gone queen e8. e6 is a potential target I'm seeing. Definitely, let's go with this. So we're pretty much fully developed other than g3 once we get our knight out. Okay, I'd like to hit the e6 pawn at the right moment. Oh, they have the threat. Okay, I see that. They're trying to go here, so we're covering that. No tricks. And again, the nice thing is about that 3 seconds is we could take a little more time. All right. G3 push. No, G3. Can that let them push perhaps? It's a bit weird, but can think about that. Push, possibly trap it. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that because that bishop's pretty powerful on d5. It's their best piece when I trade it off. If they do it, they'll probably no, they can't push anymore. I mean, if they, like I said, if they push, I think they might trap it. I see a nice place for the queen here. Can centralize really comfortably here. Slightly in development as well. Any tricks we can go for here? Queen g4, yeah. Maybe queen g4 looks really nice. Knight h6, yeah, that's very nice. I like this. Oh, they take on d. Okay. Maybe not, maybe not. Let's do this first. I'll watch the clock. Now let's do it. Because they had bishop takes e5. Alright, let's gain a little time on the clock. I think they have problems right there. Knight d5 looks pretty good for them. But I don't know, I mean, no, I'm taking on e6, it's very strong. Knight h6, queen h3, forking. Knight takes, rook would take. The rook would take g8 with check, winning the queen. Knight h6 is insufficient, I think. E6 is falling, it looks like. We have 5 seconds, but again, with the delay, it's a little different. They might have to play rook f5 or something like that. And I just take it and take f4. f4 falls as well if I wanted to. But knight takes e6, I think, is the main idea here. Takes, knight takes e6, rook takes, check, rook takes back. Oh, they take this way. Okay, we still go here. This is getting messy. They want to take on f2, but I take with check. I'm threatening to take the rook with check. They come here. Oh, that's a good move. Okay, we'll come back. Hit the rook. They take us pinned. Yeah. Knight h6, queen h3. So we have to anticipate because we're down on time. This is a mess with their pawn, though. It's the only thing I don't like. They have some compensation there for the exchange because we're going to pick up the rook. Good move, good move. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, it should be okay on the I keep that diagonal pressure. They're probably gonna, I imagine they're taking f2. They got to take f2, or possibly e5. Bishop e5, knight takes with a tempo, with the check, with the knight e6 double check idea. He has to take back, or they have to take back. We liquidate on e5, take on g3. I think that's looking safe. Finally, the knight will develop from a1. Yeah. Okay. So trying to figure this out here. What if they ignore it? What if they just bring out the knight? I think I'm still just, yeah, there we go. That's what they did. I'm still taking, and taking. Okay. F3, G4 is possible still. Bishop takes, rook over, check. Yeah, that's fine. Bishop takes, rook over, pins it. Bishop check doesn't work because the bishop guards the rook. So if the bishop takes, we go here. Bishop check fails to this. Can't win this because it's guarded. So that doesn't work. We can always toss in f4 if we need to. I like the pin. Anything else they can do? Okay, they're breaking the pin. Knights, oh, they're hitting a2, so come here. Now we have the knight c5 idea, which I'm probably going to do. Yeah. Hitting the queen. Not knight d4 because knight takes, losing the piece. So we got to always be vigilant, you know? Just really, really vigilant in chess. Okay. Centralize. We're losing the pawn, I think. But that's okay. Maybe g4 is interesting. Takes, Not just b3. If they take, I go b3. Solidify everything. Yeah, we're keeping material advantage. Oh, knight f4 is going to be strong. Yeah. Check. King up. Knight c4 check. If they take, I'm going. Yeah, I'm going b3 if they take on a2. Clog it up. Stop the queen a1 check. Okay, they're going here. Don't give them that. Oof, I had 3.4 seconds left. Knight f4 is coming. b3 is coming first. Yeah, b3 first. Okay. Move back. Knight f4 is coming. King b1 possibly to insert that. Yeah. c4, c4. Definitely. c4. And then I move my king. I'm threatening the knight. Threatening knight f4. Pull the knight away. Okay, they want knight d4. Remember, you see, a lot of this, we're seeing again and again, is recognizing opponent's resources. What do they have? We take it away from them before they do anything with it, right? Okay. Oh, that was a good move, huh? Knight b2. Auto capture, gain some time on the clock. Queen a1, nice, this one. Make the pin, takes. Oh, yeah, you have that. Knight here. Oh, did they just drop that? No, it's guarded. It's not winning that. I didn't look at it though. I should have looked at it, but fortunately it didn't. There were no tactics for them. Yeah, this is just a win. It should just be a win now. Just gotta be careful. Centralize. Bring out this one. Take. You can take. I come here. So I stop knight d4 tricks. Yeah, just take this one. I want to take the h-pawn, get two connected pass pawns. What are they doing? There's nothing there. Yeah, so I think we did the bulk of the work now. They can check or come up. Bishop stops any further checks. Rook check is a threat. Rook check, pull the king away, win the knight. They have to move the knight. Oh, they stopped. They stopped that. Let's see, let's come here. Yeah, now it's just a win. You just have to be careful. That was intense, though. That was very intense. But hey, you never know. You can lose positions like this if you're not vigilant. That's it. That's it. Just take it. And just push that one. Come back. They can't take it. Game over. Just push the pawn. No, just don't give him stalemates, that's it. Okay. Let's restrict the king. Just keep it clean here. Keep him on the back rank. It should be a mate, yeah? Go to the back rank. And this is like a weird we're checkmating them on our own back rank. It's kind of weird. And then we can go here. Alright, that was a good game. That was a real good game. That was intense. Good warm-up one. So yeah, I wasn't thinking about it, but you know, it's kind of like in a Benoni or something, where white would be on the other side of the board, where you'd play c4 to control to guard d5. Ah, we have Emporas. Okay, I remember you got me last time. Good to see you. It's good to see you, Kostas. Yeah, we'll get a game in during the stream. Yeah, he got me last time. That was nice. I remember you got me very nicely. So, all right, I'm gonna be vigilant. Good luck. How are you? Okay. Any weak spots? Some softness here, meaning it's the same for both sides. So if I get like a kind of Sicilian structure, I can play for dark square control. Let's see. I think his rating will keep going up because he's getting really strong. Yes. All right. Let's focus on the game because I know he's going to give me a hard time, so I gotta focus hard. Focus real hard here. Bishop e5. Yeah, that was the main goal. c3, c4. Yeah, that's fine. If he goes, so for example, if you go c3, c4, so if he goes here, I take en passant. I really just want to keep that strong diagonal against his queen, possibly even run the a pawn, but really it's going to come, it's part of the dark square control. Okay. So focus, play a great game. Okay. Knight here. So he wants, I think he wants, always ask what they want. What does your opponent want to do? I think he wants knight c4. And then, oh, that's nasty. Knight c4, bishop f6, e5. Squeezing my bishop, just like totally sealing him out. Maybe winning him. So, yeah, we don't want that. What if I tuck him back on? Because I really want to preserve that diagonal. That's kind of my key thing I'm playing for here. So I'm not about to give it up. Yeah, it's going to be g6, I think. Or maybe g5, but I think g6 is consistent. It's like as if we had played a regular Sicilian with a bishop going here, but just when I played c5, it just happened to open up this bishop. Usually the queen gets opened this way. Now it opens the bishop. But the bishop tucks back if it needs to. The knights come here, hitting the dark squares nicely. Control those green squares. And then possibly f5, unleashing this guy. So I'm seeing some kind of plan where, hoping anyway, that we can coordinate. Now this is an opportune moment for queens. Again, he wants to challenge my diagonal with my bishop. I want to keep, ideally I'd like to keep both diagonals. He might have knight g4. Okay, I want queen b8 to unleash the queen. Knight g4 comes. Yeah, knight g4 might be good. Then bishop g3, d6 is fine. I don't want to see bishop g3 though. I want to make him work for it. If he's going to go bishop g3, let's make him work for it. So I'm calculating like knight g4, bishop g7, bishop g3, then I go d6, keeping it sealed. I think that's fine. I keep my control of this. There, he goes for it. But I've anticipated that, I think. And we have like knight c6, maybe knight e6. So we're hitting all those squares. It's pretty nice, I think. We can't go knight c6 till we go d6. I kind of want d6 anyway. Now this might be the time for f5 or h5. Some strike. Yeah, f5. It's time for f5. Takes. Okay, this is super risky. Let's see. I think it's okay. Because one of the ideas is I can keep running to f4, and also it precludes the whole bishop g3 idea. Right, I could just go to f4 right now. So I essentially am gaining time on that. Although, I mean, sure, his knight can stay there. Oh, wait, did he? Yeah, I think I got his knight there. I think he dropped the knight, unfortunately, for him there. Yeah, it looks like it. Because this move, yeah, this was a mistake, it looks like. I'm not going to take the knight, just go here. Okay. So now I have to try to win with an extra piece, but with short time. Let's scan the board, figure out what to do here. I think the knight c6 is a natural move. Developing and probably consolidating on the king's side with stuff like bishop here. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, stuff like this. Okay, and then probably bishop f7 and castles is coming. So we can just finish our development comfortably. Without any issues. Comes in d5. Knight d5 is natural. e6 can kick it out. Knight e5 might come at some point. Maybe right now, actually. Sure, why not? See, the problem, though, is this e7 square. I think I need to move the other... Oh, okay. You know, I might sack the piece back. Let's see. Am I sacking it back? Maybe. That's kind of interesting then. No, I have knight g4 anyway. So for instance, here, mate if he takes. hitting with the queen, long range diagonal. It's easy to miss those things for both sides. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't actually my original idea. It just happens to be there. But I think he has knight d5. Okay, see, we hit the bishop. I think we're getting rid of that. And he can't take because the mate on h2. Queen takes h2 because he unleashes, he opens up his own diagonal against his king. So he has to move something. Oh, oops. Okay. Warm up, I'll say that was oops. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he's just getting warmed up. I know the best is to come. So I'll know that. That was just yeah, a tactic. Okay. Just one tactic to start that one. Let's see here. Any weaknesses? G2. Can we hit it? Yes, the queens can hit it. So how about this? Let's play f3. So again, I'm anticipating this guy. I'm stopping him. I also want to hit this like that, possibly in conjunction with the line. You said it was unexpected, but it was warm. Exactly. Yeah. I didn't see the idea. I got lucky. Basically, I got lucky because it just happened to be there. Because at first I was like, I don't know. I just was making a move with active moves with my knights, and good things happen. Good things just happen sometimes when you have active good pieces. Let's see. So again, this is the key idea. Sometimes what you can actually do is when they come here, you prepare this one, so you would hit them with this, combine with this. So we can hit this stronger here, remove the defender. Again, I like b4 actually. See, we're going with this dark square campaign, dominating the dark squares, the green squares, right? And it was interesting. I have this adult class, and I'm teaching this international adult class. Let's see here. Now that he's seeded this diagonal basically, so I can. It's a bit sketchy. I think it's okay actually. I don't want to let him play e5 too easily. So one of my students was asking, what's the deal with the dark squares, light squares? Sort of controlling a dark square or a light square complex. Really, the idea is that, let's say, for example, if you have an uncontested bishop, you're the only one with a light squared bishop, or the only one with the dark squared bishop, then you can control those particular squares. Or even a knight, if the knight's in a nice outpost on e5 on dark squares, the knight's a chameleon, right? It's always switching colors. So the knight from light squares, from dark squares on e5 would hit all the light squares. So by controlling that complex of squares, it's good for your minor pieces in particular. Okay, the light pieces, the knights and the bishops, right? Okay. Still going for the break. Very, very annoying. I don't want it to happen. But given that I'm seeing this is in the line of fire. Okay, at least I'm seeing some things now. I was playing earlier and I was just like missing obvious things. Yeah, I felt like I was warmed up from games earlier. I was like, okay, this is a good time to stream. Hopefully I can at least give you guys something that's not junk. Okay. Good players always don't see the idea. But they are lucky. Well, they have good piece placement, yeah. Let's see here. I'd like to lodge a piece there. Hit this square. See, there's dark control, but hitting light squares like that. If we can get there. That's the big question. Can we get there? F2 here to here with the knight, something like this. Let's see. How do we get in? Very tricky position. Now, I'm not really worried about the pawn on f5. That's a good thing. Now he's going for c5. I may have to let him do one or the other. Let's see. I don't want e5. I could play b5, but then he goes a6. I think, yeah, it's going to be annoying. b5, a6. Okay, okay. Knight e3, b5, c4. I think I gotta hurry up. So he goes c5. He's gonna play c5. That's gotta come. Okay, he goes here, here. Ah, now he's got bishop e5. Okay. Let's begin to control some of the dark squares now. So it looks like I have to give up on the knight f4 idea for now. No, not permanently. Oh, I think this time I may have fallen for a tactic. Oh, fortunate. Okay, good, good, good. Almost. You see, he has. I almost missed this. He has this move. Okay, but now he's guarding the rook, so he can push. Okay, this is getting intense here. Oh, I have. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Never mind. Bishop there is fine. This one here, d4. Ah, okay. But I was looking at. No, it doesn't work anymore. If I take with the bishop, then he pushes. Right, right. I have to take with the pawn because he has push hitting g2, unfortunately. Now I will go knight f4. That's the moment for knight f4. Guarding g2. See, I see this queen is being unleashed, right? I could bypass, actually. Yeah, the knight d5 I take. My bishop d5 I take on d5. So the knight finally made f4, which I'm pretty happy. So that's a some small victory, you know, small win. He's hitting these points, but he's hitting these points and this point. So he's got good pressure on me. I'll give him that for sure. Okay, he takes. I simply retake it. I just have to make common sense moves because whenever you're low on time, it's just common sense moves, you know. Scan the board, see what opportunities they have. All right. We're taking on passant, of course. Okay, and then I'm just castling. So my king. I allow my king to guard g2, and I'm pretty much fully mobilized now. So that's good. And I got my bishops aiming at h7 and stuff, and looking at the king side. He'll probably have to castle king side. Okay. I think he should take the knight though. Maybe I take with the rook possibly. To lift the rook up, yeah. Because I'm not really seeing, you know, you have to ask yourself, is the bishop really better here than here? Not necessarily. Just looking at this pawn, and the rook is definitely better lifted. It lets me play bishop e4 stuff. Okay, he doesn't do that. Okay. Push. Well, now I fix the pawn. I control it. I want to go knight d5 if it gives me the chance. And we're coming in, threatening something. Fork. El Tenedor, my namesake. Coming. Oh, knight c4. Let's see. Knight c4, knight e7. I'm happy with knight. Yeah, I'm happy with that. No. See, the point of taking that c4 would be to eliminate the base of the knight. Take out this root. Then I would come in. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Hit this one. Now threatening the queen in some lines. Okay, he's got to get off the line. Where's he go? I don't know where he goes. I think I'm ready for some sacks. Take, rook f6 sack. That'll be cool. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so I'm going for attack with like no time. But it's an exchange sack. Rook takes f6, pawn takes, knight takes check. Strip his king shelter. Knight on e5 would fall. He might decline, actually. He might decline. So it looks very dangerous. Let's see what he does. He's getting low on time as well now. A little bit. Not as low as me, but... Oh, I have 97 fork. I could have forked. I thought I was going to go to b8, so I wasn't expecting I'd have to fork. But I have 97 fork. Oh, he takes that one. That was a good move. But then now it's like an exchange. But his shelter is... I missed 97. That was crazy. That would have been crazy. He takes. He's got to take. Yeah, he takes. I take. Okay, what do we have here? What is going on? I think we have bishop c, queen e6, bishop c5. Queen b1 in some lines. Bishop c5 looks nice. Hit the rook. Get off that dangerous line because the queen is there. Okay. Queen b1 comes, guarding the bishop, hitting h7. Let's see if he gives us h7 or bishop f5 lines. Yeah, bishop f5 is a nice threat. Oh, okay, just in time. Nice job. Okay, we take. I don't know. What do we have here? Oh, we can take. Good. I almost missed that. So we're up 2 pawns. With a complete mess, but we're up 2 pawns. Okay, he goes there. Okay, almost lost on time. Okay, where is he going? Oh, he lost on time. Well, that was crazy. Wow. That was insane, yeah. that was a really intense game. I mean, that was fun. Right around here. So I was yeah, I'm gonna say totally missed 97. I was looking at it, I was looking at the idea, but I figured he was gonna go here, and I just didn't have time to. I had a few seconds. I didn't have time to prepare to see the difference. And then I got enamored with this idea. Take on f6, take. So the idea was I should actually. That's fine. I should take, knight takes, king up. It just looks too strong. It reminds me of the Wesley So did something like that. I'm like, okay, it definitely worked for him, but if you know what I'm talking about. I'm not sure if it was a 960 game or a regular game, but he had this cool sack on f6. Again, I think it was a win against Carlsen actually when he was just tearing everyone up. I got lucky on the clock this time, not messing up. Maybe one more. Yeah, but I remember last time he was really crushing me. I'm playing my hardest against him because I was playing my hardest, but I'm saying like really, really vigilantly because I remember I think he beat me a couple times in a row. He was playing really well last time. Okay. Let's see. Any weak spots? We have this. It's kind of like looking for f7 or c7 or c2, right? These points. Okay. So he's immediately hitting this point, and I mean I could sack it, but it's not necessary. So we'll just bring out the knight and block it, so the queen doesn't take our pawn. Sometimes I'll sack it, but it's not necessary here to take that risk that early in the game without any clear payoff. I mean, some development, that's about it. But basically the queen would take, you'd come out, the queen would retreat, you'd attack it with the rook, and the queen would move somewhere else, like maybe here. And then it's not necessarily clear what you're getting in return unless you knew you had more attacks on the queen. Okay, so I'm tempted by g5 to crack at his center a little bit. It'll unleash the bishop. It's a pretty typical theme in 960 games where you can unleash the corner bishop and hit the pawn. You may even sack it. You might not even take back. Hit this one right here. And then yeah, and then we could just go after the center. It's kind of like in the Blumenthal Gambit, or even better, it would be like what was it called, the Blumenthal Gambit, where you sack the G pawn. Should I take it back or not? Depends on what he has. Again, I can sack a pawn. This would be more legitimate, I think, to sack this, but again, it's really not necessary because there's no immediate attacks against my queen, and she's actually kind of happy there, looking at the king. She's pinning this, right? And we got, hey, Guy, and Quaz from Germany, and Guy from US. All right. So we have G6, G3. Okay, so it would be a mix of, I have a little bit, pretty good development now actually, but it'll be a mix of developing and just taking over the center. I want to think about the best way to win the center essentially. D5 is definitely consistent, opens the bishop. F5 is interesting, coming out that way. I kind of like that actually, going to H5 or going here. I kind of like that. I'm going to block that one. With D5, where's the bishop going to go? Oh, he can go to B5. I think that might be fine, although I want to control this square too. I think, again, I'm just going to play this pretty safe this game. There's really no reason to do anything crazy right now. I think D6, the bishop, I have to watch out for this. Maybe even here. But for instance, if I go here and here, stop the knight move, then the bishop's real happy on B5. I'm just playing pretty modestly, but my bishops are really good. in those lines. They have targets. Okay, well now, okay, he's technically weakened this one, but as to whether I can exploit it, we'll see. So I think we can just drop back one. Seems to be a good spot. Yeah, I don't see him bothering my queen too much. Keep the pressure on G7 and C2. Can the knight reach there? In some weird lines, the knight might get to here if this knight is kicked out. Like for instance, if we go like this, kick the knight out, come into D4, threaten mate here. Maybe we trounce him with the knights. Ideas like that. So even though I'm starting modestly, I know I have pretty good development, prospects for my pieces, and pretty good central control as well. So maybe it's C5 then, to play for C4. That might be the way to attack here. Yeah, I kind of like that, C4. And then if he goes knight here, we go, yeah, I like that a lot. So we can go for this, and then literally, I mean, it's not a far-fetched idea to come into here with the knight or the bishop. Try to centralize it with tempo against C2. All right, so we're at 1969, Summer of Love. So now we have to, we got 31. We got 31 more points to go. Okay, to get to 22,000 again. Okay, let's see. Well, I can maybe hit him with C4, and he's not letting me keep the pawn there, but I can smash open lines and isolate the pawn, weaken some squares if I can trade that one off. Probably not the opportune moment now, but maybe a little bit later. He probably actually wants C4 himself. I'm seeing that. I don't want to give him that. C4 takes. Ooh, he takes this one. Then he still gets that. What do I do here? It's tricky. I'll let him play C4 then, but he also has bishop A5 ideas too. But again, I'm still coming after the square. So if the bishop, especially if it abandoned diagonal and comes this way, that would allow me to, it would make my job easier to come in with the knight. But I do really want to play C4. That's a move I want to get in. So he's either going bishop A. I'm predicting bishop A5 or C4. Something like that makes sense here. Trying to lock me down. Oh, he didn't do it. Okay. I need to also. Well, my king is okay, but I have to be careful about it. C4. No, not yet. Not yet. Okay. What about this weird idea? So I can castle queenside and tuck my rook here, which actually helps my C4 idea. So it's kind of a long-winded way of getting this attack going, but it could work. It could work. I'm just trying to, again, put the pieces on good squares, consistent with your pawn structure, where you're able to, make some breaks. Or, I mean, right now the only open line I have technically is the half-open G file. But this, you can see, it's castle, yeah? Oh, he has bishop E4 now. Oh, I'm here. Should be okay. And then if he goes bishop here, then I get my knight in. Yeah, it's fine. I'll double my pawns, but actually give me the C file. That's actually what I want. So bishop C3, knight in. Oh, no, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work, would it? Okay. Where do we go with this? We're still guarding B7. And where's he going? He's castling. Oh, he missed that. Opening it, forced mate. Yeah, forced mate. We got to go one more time because I know he did a really, really nice job. Yeah, it's just a forced mate. Because we opened it up. That's a really close one. So it didn't, this whole thing didn't come to fruition as, based on other events that happened, right? So at least I had something in mind. In this game I was playing pretty solidly compared to my other games. I played pretty low risk that game because I didn't see the need to do it. Any weak spots? The E7 square. Can we get a knight there? Not immediately. Maybe this one to open the queen. Oh, we are looking at that pawn again. Again, I don't really want to take it, but it's more like just opens this up and opens the bishop and can begin to take the center. He said, yeah, the checkmate threat from a distance is hard to see exactly, especially covered with when there's lots of pieces in the way. Okay, so should I take the pawn? There's lots of pieces in the way, and you have a few seconds on the clock. It could be tough. Queen takes, knight again. The knight comes out. You'd have to retreat. I mean, I'm just gonna get chased all around the board. I don't think it's necessary. So I'll actually bring out my knight and then keep the option open, but not anytime soon. Okay, so there's this target here. Let's begin with this one. So this is a different way you can play, and especially 960. I remember Magnus Carlsen was like, it's amazing on chess 960. You can just like play g5 and h5, and you're winning all of a sudden, you know, because the bishops open up in weird ways and stuff. So it's what makes it fun. I think it's just this sort of, well, the randomness obviously, but this unpredictability of it, and you get the fresh positions that you wouldn't normally get, or you end up sort of transposing to a normal type of structure, like a Sicilian or a Dutch type structure. Just depends on where your placement is. Let's see. How about just bishop out? Just put some pressure on him immediately. See what he does about this. Developing that, because I was going to go knight g3. I'm like, that blocks the bishop. So let's let the bishop snipe in from the side, so the bishops both have their purpose. Okay, rook comes up. Oh, we have this move. Looks pretty good, yeah, because trying to win the exchange, probably just win the exchange, or otherwise he has to cede the e-pawn. Let me make sure I'm good on the stream. Is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Huh. That's weird. It says it's live. I think it's going though, right? I don't know. I think I have better. The Wi-Fi should be better than before, but yeah, so just give me the exchange. So we can take it now or later. I think we'll just take it because he has some tricks of hitting the bishop. So just take it when you can. Okay. You know, this looks a little weird. And it is weird. It's like 93. Maybe queen up first. Again, I think it's the same position that we had, but from the other side. Well, now I know he's going to be aware of it. Now he's very aware of it. But the idea is that potentially I can strike at the pawn later on. Put some pressure on the pawn after knight e3 and c4. So obviously he can take with the knight, because when he takes back he gets checkmated after queen takes and king moves in mate. So you have to, you know, there's some weird attacking ideas you have in 960, which can just spring up. We call it flash attacks. Kind of like against the Meraxi bind, you play F. Yeah, I love to play against the Meraxi bind and just completely destroy their position with like F5 and things like that. I mean, there's always some risk attached to that, but okay. But the Meraxi is not all it's worked up to be. So again, maybe the c4 idea, but I think I need to. Now it would be very strange to castle kingside. That just seems a bit much. I think castle. I'm a little worried actually about this if I castle this way. Ah, he has this move. Nice. Okay, just go to f3 there. So maybe the c4 stuff is going to happen here. He has not f4. Yeah. Queen f3. I have to, of course, anticipate that. Okay, I got 22 seconds, so I'm trying to keep it above the lethal time zone right now. Knight f4, queen f3. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Okay. Now there's not really any direct threats. I think maybe, bishop g3. Yeah, I may provoke g5 actually, or simply go here. But going here, I could provoke g5 and then come in with the knight to f5, weakening that square, right? Whereas this isn't supposed to be plays g5, but this would not be for him. The opposing square, the counterpart square in f4, because I would play e3, kicking it out. So queen f3. I'm predicting c6. Solidifying. Possibly an f-pawn push. What's coming next? I think bishop g3 is the way to go. Provoking g5. Also, it would slice against this bishop too. Just this nice diagonal. It seems more consistent. Okay. Queen c5 is coming. I see that. Okay. We don't want queen c5 to happen. So again, a lot of playing well. Like, I feel like I'm playing better than usual right now, and that's because I'm anticipating. I think when I'm really doing a good job at just thinking as my opponent, not even like getting in their head or anything like that. Because the nice thing about chess, or an interesting thing about it, is that everything is right in front of you. So in other words, you have perfect. It's a game of perfect information, unlike poker or something, right? Even if you're counting cards, I guess. But it's all in front of both of you on the chessboard. So you can try to use psychology and stuff, but it's more about, it doesn't matter who you're playing, whether it's a human or computer or whatever. The point is, what do they have? What resources are at their disposal right in front of them that you can see? Now this move stops queen c5. Yeah, this should be effective because... Oh, what is he doing? He had to take? Oh, I guess he had to. I didn't realize it was that strong. But he's probably going to get some sort of counterattack here with queen h5 stuff. Yeah, there's that. Okay. Let's come here. Let's just challenge that before he does queen h6. Get rid of it. Yeah, before there's any craziness. But c4 is falling, yeah. c4 is falling. I guess there's probably nothing I could have done about that. Because he's going to generate like knight c4, queen h6. But at least, yeah, we just take it. So snap judgment. This is a game of... This is just snap judgments, like that show. If you guys have seen that show, Snap. I actually went to it once in DC. They had the host of Snap. It's like National Public Radio, NPR. They have the Snap Judgment show, like good stories, storytelling. It's pretty cool. Kind of stories / music. Okay, there's that diagonal again. Just play solid here, cover h2. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Oh, we have a check. Okay, we have the check. And I'm getting my king out of there quickly. There we go. It should be safe. Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty solid there. What's going on? Yeah, we get the tempo. And yeah, he lost on time there. Lots of good games though. Yeah, great games. At the end, I was just kind of throwing pieces around trying to... But really, it was about solidification. I mean, so yeah, it's amazing though. I didn't realize was it just winning a piece? Because the problem was here you have the fork. Hitting this and this. And it just drives away from f4. So there's this sort of looseness that happened. So knight f4, but then queen... So fortunately, I found d4. It seems d4 is just winning a piece. So he removes the defender, so he takes, and then he has counterplay. Probably here, yeah, I had to strike at it. So it's just, a lot of it's just about when you're playing quickly and you have to defend, it's just like, okay, where's the main pressure, Where's the main pressure? Okay, h2 pressure, guard h2, guard laterally. Get your king out of the way. Keep pressure on him enough that he can't activate too much. Gonna stay for analysis. Okay. So yeah, he said he fell behind in development. So how did it happen? How did that happen? What could Costas have done differently? Let's see. I think it was this whole. Oh, I forgot I won the exchange. Because I mean, I guess he could have gone up. Yeah. Probably should have just done that and then gone here or something like that. But I won the exchange. And then I really, yeah, it's amazing. I didn't really think it would do anything, but that long-term pressure. Again, I think he should have played c6 because that got him into a bit of long-term trouble on the diagonal. And then it's like, and then he hops forward the knight. I wasn't fully developed either, though. But then I kind of, as I won the piece and consolidated, I was able to quickly castle my king, and then just everything's out now. And keeping the, oh, now it's a rook up because I got the piece. Yeah, then it should be fine. For example, he takes this one. He's keeping a pin, but oh, you can actually play g5, and also if the queen leaves, you have a check and stuff like that. Okay, cool. Okay, so we'll see if anyone else plays. We got a few good ones in with Kostas, with Emporis, and I hope yeah, I hope your rating keeps going up because you're playing so well. You know, just yeah, keep an eye, like I'm talking about today, the theme of defense. If you keep an eye out for that, I think it'll help too. If you think about where your weak spots are. Okay, so we're at 1973. Okay, we've got 27 more to go to make it to 2000. That's the quest for today. I mean, it kind of doesn't mean much, but it's just something to achieve, something to go for. You can, like a benchmark. I usually just fluctuate back. Yeah, I've never made. Yeah, I think my max in this one was like almost 2200, and then it fell back a lot. Then I got stuck around the 1900 and 2000 range for a while. Like I'll have a good day, I'll run up to 20 to around 21, and then back to 19 and stuff. So I kind of that 100-point fluctuation on the 960 games, but try and really focus on it, see how far I can go. Okay, takers. Hey, what's going on with the stream? I think maybe I'm too far from the router or something like that. Let's see. It says you are not. It looks like it's going though. Are you guys seeing anything? Hi, David. Oh, hey guys. So we got Kostas and James. So I guess it's going through okay, or did you see it on Lee Chess? And I think James, do you play 960? Do you play chess 960 now? Is it coming through clearly? Okay, yeah, even this is like delaying. I probably have too many things open at once. That's probably what it is. There it is. Yeah, exactly. But when you find consistency, then your rating, like that's what I wrote an article about, a blog entry about that people found useful, about getting to 2200 USCF, and it was a big struggle for me because I tried to get there years before, and then I tried again 2014, 2015. I think I finally got there, was it early 2016. Finally got there in like February or so, and I had to find consistency. I had to know my weaknesses and stuff and eliminate them as much as possible, right? Get in and out of 960. Right. Okay, it's okay, good. Do we have anyone else playing? Where is that game? This one. Which one was? Oh, here. I think we just started a game. Okay, cool. We got. Yeah, we just started one. ATC Faust. Good luck. Have fun. All right. So E4. Let's see here. Any weak spots? What? Why was it aborted? Let me read. I don't know. It says warning me, failing to start game tournament. He just moved. I had like 30 seconds to move. I don't know. New opponent. I've never used that before. I said HF, have fun. Maybe the server didn't like my. It was too friendly for the server. Maybe was it not competitive enough for the server? Hey, we can still be, we can still be on a friendly basis and compete at the same time. Okay, let's see. These are all practice games anyway, right? I view online as practice. I have a hard time viewing online games as serious competition like they're doing nowadays. I mean, it's just, I don't buy the argument that there's just as many opportunities to cheat in person as online, or it's more like a crime of opportunity kind of thing. It's like there's just so many more ways to cheat online, and you can't stalk the person who's trying to cheat. You can't be like, wait, where are they going? Where are they going? Hey, tournament. What I usually do is if I think somebody in a tournament, if I think somebody might be cheating, like if I keep on seeing them going out or maybe talking to someone, I'm like, hey, tournament director, can you like, after I move, I'll be like, can you keep an eye on them because they're kind of fishy, you know, they're like they keep leaving. So just keep an eye on them. Like one guy, I don't know, one guy just had to keep smoking or something. But sometimes, you know, I let them know just in case, kind of give me peace of mind. So at least I like maybe they're keeping an eye on them, and that they're not going to the phone and looking on their or going to the bathroom and looking on their phone or talking to somebody or who knows. But yeah, you can only do what you can. But the zoom thing is the camera angle thing is interesting. At least it's kind of like the camera sees what you see if it's behind you. That's kind of an interesting concept. So like someone can't be holding up note cards or something like that. Or it's like I guess it's kind of obvious if you keep looking down, like if you have a device in your lap or something at critical moments. Like, okay, why does he keep looking down at critical moments? You know, so at least there's some circumstantial evidence of cheating, but I don't know. But I still think that I love in person. But hey, what can we do right now? You got to make the most of it. But I view this as just training time. We just train right now, try to our little chess escapism, and hopefully also doing things we need to do, but getting in some chess and training hard. So once we do in person again, we'll definitely be ready. We'll have a lot of I think we'll just have a lot of potential energy. It's like pent up energy. Like, okay, I'm ready to play real three-dimensional chess with people and over the board, and it should be fun once we like hopefully early or mid 2021 if we don't completely botch this with lack of a good universal response. So let's see. Okay, enough of my rant. I'm just waiting for an opponent, but let's see who else is playing. We got not too many chessmen 60. Is there a tournament going on or something? We got a 5-minute. See, okay, I'll play a 5-minute against 1800. So I'm gonna have to go a little faster though, because okay. Any weak spots? Yes, which can be attacked by the queens. So let's just go straight after it. You know, I think I'll start with that. And if I take theirs, I would be guarding my own weak spot. That looks like the main weakness. And then what we can do again, the idea with Kostas' game is we can play c3. And then we can go bishop here, possibly. Oh, are they hanging that one? Okay. I'm happy to take that, you know, because that's different. Like that. First of all, my queen's not really going to get harassed from there. And secondly, I'm attacking the rook. So they have to go knight b6, and then the knight's vulnerable to attacks. Like, for instance, we could run the pawn, possibly the c pawn. Let's see if they can survive this. It looks sketchy. But I think I run this one, because if I run this one, I'm thinking they're going to go a5. If I run the c pawn, they can go c5, I guess. But then they suddenly just weaken this one. How can I'm trying to, oh yeah, the other benefit of this one is it would, yeah, definitely. So we're going with this. And their queen is still cooped up, so I'm not really worried about any kind of counterattacks. Their pieces are lacking some potential. Okay, do they have any tricks there? Okay. So let's hit them on the diagonal. And try to get like that kind of typical situation where you would win a rook. Oh, wait a second. What if I just look like I'm running out? Is that a little trick? No, then they go bishop c6. Okay, so the idea is, let's just keep it straightforward. You don't have to play tricks all the time in chess. You just straightforward move creates a threat. Then queen a6 should be powerful. So we're just dominating those light squares, diagonal. Maybe looking in here. Oh, wait a second. If we could remove the knight, then we have like stuff like this and coming here. Although they have knight e7, they should be able to hold the fort down here. But I think really the problem is the pieces are kind of stuck, and they may just be losing. Okay, they have this. All right, what do we have here? How about this? b3 to a5 ideas. They have f5, I just take, d5, I just take. So we're going knight b3. I'm going to try it. And I can't always You know, especially in a 5 flat without the increment, you can't, like sometimes with, you know, sometimes with the 3 minute plus 3, you could just go ahead and think, you know, for 2-3 minutes if you need to. And you're like, all right, I have a minute left, but I have a really good position or a winning position. But here, you can have a winning position, you have a minute left, you could just lose, be on time. So, okay, interesting. Okay, if they take, what's going on? They can take, they can take. I can give them that, but I could get something here. No, 6, they have c6. c6, yeah. Nothing concrete yet, so I think I should just push on here. So that way I'm not giving the queen any openings, keeping that sealed out, no moves to get out. Trying to coop her in there. Okay. Oh, that was a good move, that was a good move. So they're going for bishop c8. Check, yes. Check, takes. Oh, that's annoying. Bishop c8 idea. Knight a5. Oh, what about c5? Bishop c8. No, bishop c8 is not good for me. Knight a5, bishop c8. Bishop, I check. And then on my king, my queen gets trapped. Crafty. Queen a6. Fine, I guess I have to get out. I'm not getting my queen trapped. But this way I actually open the threat. But I'm giving them, unfortunately, some chat. Now they get the tag. I couldn't do anything about it. But I think this c5 idea is strong. Maybe I should have done that. Did I miss a chance? I mean, I don't think I really wasted time, right? I just took, I played c4, bishop b4, knight b3. Here. Oh, they're going for this one. But I think c5 should do some serious damage here. Knight a5 doesn't threaten much other than a check, which doesn't do anything. But c5 looks pretty good to me. Because that's damaging. If nothing else, I'm just trying to make the pawns rubble here. Have some rubble pawns. Kind of thrown about. So we're hitting this one. I guess they can go here. That looks fine. Oh, that looks winning. b7 wins the rook. And they can't take because the pin win the rook. Alright, so going for this. Okay, where do I retreat the queen to? How about just back here? Sure. Oh, that looks nice. I like that move. They can't bother my queen anymore, and we have a nice pin. And again, d5 is ineffective. I just, again, I'm not threatening b7 anymore, but I'm just, should just be winning the piece. Okay, so they come here. All right. Take it, and it comes out. Okay, that's okay though, that's okay though. I think this is posing some challenges for them. Okay. Not here because knight f4 ideas. Now I'm threatening e4. So just I want to give them some challenges to solve some puzzles here for them. So I'm threatening e4, winning the bishop, the knight, with the very long. Oh, going here. Okay, we can take. Yeah, I think we're just taking. Oh, then the rook's taking. That's fine though. Okay, they fell for that, huh? Okay, cool. So we're winning a piece, it looks like, but they're getting this massive central buildup, and I'm low on time, and I don't have an increment, so I won't talk as much, probably, just as they're thinking, maybe. Anyway, I'm literally just saying what I'm thinking, that's the idea of stream of consciousness. I think it's effective for chess as well as poetry. Okay, let's see. If you, oh, I probably messed this up. Yeah, I messed this up a little bit when I said poetry, but yeah, I shouldn't lose my focus there. Takes. That's fine though. Still getting 2 pieces for it. But yeah, it's good. I think it's good for writing. And then you can always edit it down, but first just like use your stream of consciousness as well as for chess cognition. And then you just develop like a lucid way of thinking about it, ideally. Okay, I'm keeping the rook if you're not going to take it though. Now bishop a5 is in the air. Probably go a4, but I think they're just going to try and flag me now. But let's not let that happen, hopefully. And now they want to hit, see they're hitting d3. Any other openings? We can just simply castle. That should be fine. And they're going to check us. We're going to move our king to b1 and get in the corner, get out of the harm's way. It's the hope. And again, I knew they would have a strong center. Okay, so we did remain a piece up. Yeah, we have an extra knight, but we're not really using it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're up a pawn. Yeah, we're up 4 points. So it's pretty good. Cancel. And yeah, it looks good to me. I mean, they're going to check. I'm almost certain they're going to check. And then I'm going to go king b1. The problem is the bishop is going to kind of, the rook has to be protected by the bishop. So it's a little overloading possibly going on. Okay, they probably made a wise choice there. You support your king. I'll improve your king. I'll improve my king. And where do we go from here? Come here. Oh, tricky. Some tricky stuff going on there. They can take it, huh? No, it doesn't work. Bishop c3 is coming. Bishop somewhere. Get off the line. Now you f4. Yeah, f4 for sure. Yeah, definitely want f4. You take queen e6 check. Looks really nice. Forking. Okay, let's bring them down. Let's bring them down into time pressure with us. Okay, bishop b4. All right, we'll take it. Unfortunately, we don't have that move anymore. We have this move, I guess. Oh, no, we don't. That was really bad. Okay, let's come back. That was really bad. They could have taken. f4 is coming back, though. This is really dangerous. Low on time. This is crazy. We have to try and get a mate. Bishop d5 is in the air. I really want bishop d5. Oh, knight c5. Yeah. I'm going for knight c5 if they give them a chance. Get rid of that bishop. Just chop it off the board. Take a6. Go f4. Crack open the game. Get to the king. Okay, let's bring. Okay, 26 seconds. This is gonna be tough. Okay. Oh, they come here. Okay, fine. f4 is happening anyway. Takes. Bishop check probably happens. Am I getting mated? Hopefully not. The king is pretty sketchy there. It's looking a little dangerous. Okay, we have ideas of coming over here. Oh, crap! I missed that. Oh, I could have taken e7. What was I doing? Not enough time left. I could have taken. I had my chance. And they got me. Good job. Good game. Even when they took I got shocked when they took the queen. I wasn't looking for it. But even when they took the queen, I could take e7 and get a queen myself. It was still a win, I think. So I let them escape. All right, that was the first loss for today. We got to, let's see, we got to get some revenge. So it's the same thing. Oops. Low distance. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, that's what's going on. It's recording. I didn't tell it to record, but it probably is. Let's run the A-pawn. Try to weaken the diagonal. Yeah, so we gotta go. Let's see here. Okay, I stopped the recording. That was messing things up, so I've got gigabytes. And I probably don't have too much hard disk space. So I may have to stop it at some point and just delete that file. Okay, that's fine. If they take it, actually just opens the F file for me to use. So now I'm going for b4. If they push the diagonal, I'm going. They can't take with the bishop. The bishop takes back. Okay, they're going here. All right, so we're trying to create this attack on this side of the board. I'm guarding my rook now, so there's no tricks there. And that last game was so frustrating though, because I was so close. But they did a good job. They had a lot of counterplay on the open line, so I'd be real careful there. Okay, so I can't attack it yet because they have an e6. So we don't want the knight to come into e6. So what we can do I can't go there yet. What can we do? Is it gonna have to be? Well, that looks fine. That looks fine. Because yeah, we might want to have a rook swing. But we can just kick the knight out. Just kick the knight out. The point is not to give them this check, especially not as a fork. If the rook were here, it'd be a fork. So you have to be mindful of, every pawn move is a potential weakness. Another thing we can do is shift our bishop. They're going to take it. They'll take that diagonal probably. They can always go here. I don't want to block because I want to give the knight a permanent outpost. I'd probably end up simply going c6 and then still d6, kicking the knight out. And we have this permanent pressure here. Dark squares. Probably crack it open. Oh, what was I thinking? Why didn't I just do that move? Yeah, I think I'm losing my focus. I gotta be careful here. Because I had this move too. Okay, can we kick the knight? B4 takes, rook there. You know what? I'm gonna play a little sacrificially actually, because I really want to get this in, and I want to loosen the diagonal. So when they push, this is weak. They come here. If they take, yeah, I lose the pawn here, but I have ideas like rook here and e5. So we're trying to just crack this position open. But yeah, let's look back for a second. I was interested about if I had just done it. No, yeah, I would have had the second they went here, it became possible because before they were covering with the knight, they would have taken with the knight. Now they would take with the pawn, splintering their pawn structure. So I could have done it right away, but now I'm doing it one move later. Oh, they're pushing. But that gives me a nice move. Oh, they have a fork. They have that annoying fork. Okay, hold on though. We'll come here instead. So now, if they check, I just attack the knight, has to leave. But the problem is I actually have this idea of taking, and that's over because it comes in here. Oh, they're coming this way. I think it still works, actually. Now I have two options. I could take with my queen, or I could take here. If it takes with the queen with check, that looks very nice. Takes this way, takes this way, take that. I don't know, both are tempting, but I do like just this immediate insertion of the queen that cannot be bad to just go on in. They have to take. No, they're losing material, actually. Pretty sure it's just losing material. Because if they take... Well, they can toss in the check. It's not a big deal. The knight should get trapped in there. But the point is that now, hitting this, and there's almost a mate, king has to... And we have the idea of also taking and just... Because our pawn is so far embedded in their position. So hopefully we'll have our revenge. It's a little revenge for that last game. And this one, here... Take this, move it away, run the pawn and queen. So they really can't allow that. I think it's just winning. Okay, they're taking. So we're basically just winning the bishop essentially. Yeah, we're just winning the bishop because we get the rook with check. Probably go back and just take the bishop. It's fine. Unless I see anything better, which I don't yet. Oh, taking this is possible. I think we'll just eliminate this guy. And then everything looks safe. I don't see any concern there. There's the knight. There's like a knight check. You just go here. You can actually hide your king in there in some cases. But I think the problem for them, the main problem is there's just this pawn. These pawns start collapsing and you just roll. And you can probably kick the knight out and win both pawns. Maybe something like rook a5 to try to, once we take this one, try to kick this and win this one. But really all you need is this one. I think that should be sufficient to win. But if I can take this, it's better because I win both and then I clear the line for this one. Okay, where are they going? I gotta watch out there. They have some kind of counterattack, so I have to be a little bit careful. Oh, rook a5 doesn't even work yet. Okay. Because of knight check. I think they want knight. They want some kind of knight intrusion. So you have to watch out for defense a little bit. Queen a3 stuff. I think maybe I'll just play it safe and challenge it, or it should be okay. I think taking this, but I just don't want to let their bishop out yet. If I have something better than that. Let's just take it. Okay, now we gotta hurry up again. Yeah, I think that's the problem though, that 5-minute game, you know? 5-minute game when you get in time pressure. Okay, they're castling, interesting. Oh, they're going for that, I see that, okay. Yeah. And they can check, I go king c8. They go rook over, I still go king. Actually, in that case, if they go rook over, I might go queen c2. They have king h2, possibly. I actually have bishop, I was thinking about bishop a7 ideas too. But really, I think the winning idea is simply, okay, here comes another knight. Okay. But I think the winning idea, oh, queen up, yeah. They've got queen here. Bishop b6, gotta go bishop b6 then to cover it. That's annoying. Our queen is, the problem is the queen's out of the game right now. Oh, they went this way. That should be okay. Come here. Takes, okay. Takes it. Takes it. Okay. All sorts of crazy things going on here. Knight b5 maybe. Knight b5. There's no I don't see any threats for them though. Oh, there's that. Right. They can go that way. No. Am I barely hanging on there? I think I can stop any mates, fortunately. Check. I should have looked at the c7. I knew they'd get through on c7 somehow. This is crazy. This guy's good tactically. I gotta watch out for them. I mean, we're up a lot of material. Okay, the rook bishop's hanging, which gives us some time. Just come back. Everything should be fine there. Take this one. Ah, they have that move. Fortunately, we're still good on time. Oh, they just pre-moved everything. Yeah, the 5-minute games. That's why I like that 3 minutes, so you don't get into that crazy situation. All right, we got some coming back to do. Let's see. Let's try and score a nice win against them. They're good. They're good. Getting advantages, but then letting it slip away. So I tell you, it's very tricky to play against players like that are, they may not, kind of like Lasker, where he would get in trouble in the opening. Get in trouble early on the game and then just fight. So I respect their fighting spirit, and I will try to stay on top of the clock. And you see, that's one of my issues. Is my main issue actually is time pressure. So 5 minutes, not using the increment is actually a good way to handle that. But also just getting used to being really low on time and using the increments okay too, I think. So I feel pretty good about the control of squares. I probably could have actually gone to c3, might have been slightly better. If they go e4 though, I think I'm going knight g5 and start to hop around with a knight. Yeah, it wouldn't have made a difference really. But from here it's good though because I can go to f5. All right, let's try and stay on top of the clock here. Move pretty quickly, and then once hopefully we get a winning position. Although this time I'll probably end up in losing position, right? And then I'll have to fight, and then maybe I'll try to win on time. But that was crazy because I was thinking I was good on time. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing because I just threw away the queen and I was like, well, I had time. That was cheap. I was going for a cheapo. I shouldn't have done that. Just keep the queen, keep the bishop, and it will be fine. Okay. Knight d4 stuff is coming. I think running the h-pawn looks good because we have all this pressure, the diagonals. So I think if we're going to, the idea would be, if nothing else, just run this. Try to weaken some of these squares here. We got Grand Master. All right. Coming in. Okay, can we allow them to take? I think this is interesting. I think this is interesting if they... I'll take back with the g-pawn and have the open file. Okay, they're not giving me that. Don't want to give me any kind of attack here. Can I still run the g-pawn? No, not yet, not yet. Okay. Knight here comes in. Yeah, this should be fine. Okay, h4, queen e7. Okay. I'll just block the bishop. It's creating too many issues. And then we can play e3 if we need to and kick out that knight. Because the benefit is we have a hole here. The knight can be outposted. Another take. Okay, the pawn will take back. Got e3. Knight takes. Again, I'm allowing the doubling because I can use the g file to attack. And possibly even pry this open, opening up the diagonal here with a focal point on g7. Okay, they're starting to block some of that. So yeah, I think it's time to throw that in. And this is interesting because it would actually give us a little more control of the light squares as well. So we'd have like this control of these squares, can hit the diagonal, and just kick out the knight. Force the knight to leave. Unless it wants to sacrifice itself, which is fine with me. It might, the main alternative is probably here. Probably here, yeah. But then I can prep something like rook g1 and run the g-pawn. So that's another theme here, is this g-pawn push. Maybe that was pretty effective too, but I think this is okay. I might actually keep my king on e2 and then use the g-file to attack. But that was interesting too, running the g-pawn to crack open the g-file. That would have been pretty good. Okay, they're trying to force the issue here on the knight. Is that knight getting back? It's not really. The problem is their h6 knight's really not getting in the game anytime soon. E4 looks fine. It's not ideal because it also weakens this square, but again, I don't think they're going to utilize that really. It's going to be really hard. It's going to take them a long time to utilize that. Meanwhile, again, I can do my probably just probably queenside castling is the way to go. Probably here, queenside castles, and then actually swing over this way. Try to exert some pressure on the g-file with this pawn here acting as kind of a wedge, stopping g6 until take, and just playing against the knights. Well, the knight will come back. Yeah, the knight centralizes. They gotta worry about h6 in some cases. So we want to sack the exchange right away. H6 is interesting. I don't think we need it though. I can always play it next. They might go H6, but then they really... Oh! Yeah, they could go H6. I should sack it at some point. But I can actually go... I have F4 possibilities cracking open the line. If they... Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. The knight will take. Bishop. If the bishop takes, the queen, everything takes. But we're beginning to tear open this diagonal. So I'm feeling... Yeah, they're the one really in time pressure. I think they're feeling a lot of pressure here. Positional pressure, which can contribute to time pressure. But yeah, we have like a semi-normal looking position. But as I said, part of the... Oh, okay, coming here right away. I think again, this H6 idea. I mean, they let me get it in, so... Again, this is similar to what happened last game, where they ended up like this, and it's got them in trouble. But if they take, I'm really happy with that. So they won't do that. Now, F4 comes at any time. F4 takes. Not yet, not yet. So get our king out of there. But now the idea is, oh yeah, F4 is going to be pretty good. Takes. I think F4 is coming now. Let's try to retain that time pressure, time advantage. Again, because it matters in these kinds of things. And then, yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Because we really want to tear open the diagonal. This pressure here is good. The bishop may take. It did. But I'm pretty happy with the outcome of that. Threatening this one. And if they want to take, see, now that I have the rook here and I'm castled, I have ideas of they can't take. It's just pinned. Okay, so they just have to guard. And now what? Okay. Go from here. I'll just solidify the center, get off the diagonal, and then I'll probably play d4 and crack open the center. To come back maybe. Okay, we're in the end game. Watch out for the knight a little bit. Okay. Knight comes here. Okay, I'm low on time now. I gotta watch out. They can't take h6. Actually, I have this move. Okay. Get the exchange, which is pretty good there. Come back, we'll take this one, take this one. Okay, 20 seconds each. They're pretty good at time pressure though, I can tell. But we're just gonna keep stepping up the pressure. We got this one. And this one. This one, okay. Okay, that time we got him on time. Whew, barely winning too. I got to play again. There's really good games. So I guess the 5 flat is fine, but I prefer a 3+3, but the 5 flat works out for this too, I think. Okay. So again, that same weak spot on G2 and G7. So I'm opening the diagonal and stopping c4, so and then knight c3 will just get hit by the pawn most likely. So I'm fighting for those light squares. If e4, not f6, just chip at it. Just crack this open in the center. Yeah, I think really the main improvement there was that, again, with that 5-minute time control, I did a little better, I think, with managing the time. That was key. Now, how can I work this diagonal? That's the key. How can I do something about the diagonal? All right, we'll start with this. Knight might take, but the pieces are going to start getting attacked pretty quickly here. So now we have the open diagonal we can start using quickly. And I think what it's going to come down to is more pawn control, because they've given up some center. But the thing is, they were blocking the bishop, but I'm hoping to, unleash it later with a more of like a steamroller with more punch. Should come with more punch. And now that I'm guarding, also this simultaneously guards b5 with the queen, then allows e5 hitting the knight. Alright, so hopefully the stream's doing okay after that. Yeah, now it seems to be okay, but even though oh, they're having a talk there. 2021 inventions be like brain enhancers. Chip for artificial intelligence. If I had a chip, I could think of something. Okay. You guys are having a good conversation there. Well, they still haven't moved yet. Yeah, I really like Black Mirror. Have you guys ever seen Black Mirror? I thought there were more episodes coming out. I was really disappointed because I didn't see myself as a huge TV person. But ironically, Black Mirror got me into TV, even though it's like very critical of it. It's like it's not like they're Luddites necessarily, but it's it's like showing, okay, here's what could happen in the very near future with this technology we're getting ourselves into. It's really interesting. So I want to go e5, of course, but I don't think anything's. It doesn't have to be done right away, but I don't see why not. I really don't see why not. Because everything looks stabilized. Oh, I forgot about that. That's why not. I was looking at that move. Then I left. Okay, whatever. This is still okay. Yeah, we just have to go knight c6 or something. They can trade off a knight. Knight f5, knight c6 to guard it. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I was when I came back, I forgot about. I remember I was looking at that idea. I was like, okay, don't play e5 yet. I should have castled. That's what I should have done. But I mean, it is costing them a bit of time. And I'm just developing. So which knight was this? Yeah, I'm actually just developing my knight. So it's, but they can trade. Like they can probably go. Okay. Yeah, now they have stuff like this. Push. Yes. Should have looked at that. I mean, we could take one's bypass. Again, this is actually what I kind of had in mind of getting this diagonal open, but with the pawns. So rather than having the pawn behind, it would be in front. They have bishop there. Okay, this is annoying. If I push the bishop e4, very annoying. G6 forced the issue. No, it doesn't work. The knights are interdependent. I should have stopped that. Okay, if I go G6 right away, yeah, I'll just have to do that, I think. Knight in. Yeah, just have to force the issue with that. Okay. And bishop takes. But again, the main goal is that diagonal. I'm getting it. Question. Now we have to pick up the time. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to 3-3, I think. Well, oh, okay, interesting. Yes, I'm not sure if it's going to get to stay like that. Okay, I should have, yeah, that's what I should have done. But see, the thing about what I want is really this diagonal control, and I think the way it's going to happen, I was going to go knight f5, but actually I want to stop the bishop, so when I play e4, I won't even be able to come here. So the long game here is really just to play for this diagonal control, and then actually use the knights as attackers. I'm already blockading this pawn, so they haven't really done much about this. Ah, okay, here they go. They're playing really well this game, I'll give it to them. But still, it's a bit of a wedge there. And then I can play for d4. Well, d4's coming. D4's coming next no matter what, actually. So this is the reason I did it, because otherwise I don't want to do it if it's... Again, I have to adjust, you know. You have to adjust your plans, but I wouldn't want to do it if it's permanently going to be blocked. But now it's happening there, yeah. Push. Oh, they have a check. Okay, that's annoying. Check blocks here. Still okay, actually. Can allow it. Because I'm just looking out for any possibilities with the bishop. They play a4. Yeah, the bishop's going to try and get there. But we'll have to do something about that first. a3. Quietly challenging that diagonal. And I may have to go king g7 even. Actually. No, there's no immediate... Oh, okay, go back, yeah. Okay, I have to solve this. Unfortunately, I have to just move up here, okay. Oh no. I'm not vigilant here. I lost my focus now. Let's see. Oh, no. That's not good. That's not good. To take. Yeah, no time left either. And the problem is that knight is still blocking. They played really well this game. This was actually the game where they do have an advantage. The other games I thought I was doing really well, but then got myself into time pressure and stuff. But this game, I'm just in trouble. And I have no time. Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to go back to... If I can get a 3-3, I would prefer that. Because now it's just no chance to find... Oh, I'm down a whole rook. Yeah, that's bad. All right. They got this one. I think I'll challenge them to a 3-3 if they want to play that. I'm going to stick with 3-3 because if I step away for a second, then suddenly it's down to like 2 minutes, and yeah, I need no excuses, but I do think I'll play better quality games. Okay. 3-3. If they want a 3-3, we'll do that. Yeah, give it a minute. Looks like they don't want that. All right, we got it. Okay, that's better for the stream. So let's see. But hey, we can take a couple losses. It's all good. But now we shall bounce back. Gotta bounce back. Let's see. All right, so we have an English opening. And where are they from, speaking of English? Does it say the country? No, it doesn't say country. Alright, so I'll try and give him my best game here with the increment. Okay, so what I want to do here is go for d4 probably. So I'm hitting this one first, see how they react. Obviously, it's kind of annoying because they don't really want to do this and block the bishop. This doesn't do much for them. Well, that would actually weaken the diagonal. So it's like, okay, how do you deal with it? Do you make your own threat? Probably the knight just comes here. Yeah, that's probably what they do. So really, but the weak spot would be here. So similar to the other game, where we got the queen in here, one of the earliest games. Let's see. And now, yeah, now we have some ways to go. Okay, still going for 2,000 tonight. Okay, bishop d6, which is really not ideal placement. f4, e4. Start with g3, f4. I don't know. Maybe g3, bishop. Yeah, okay, bishop e4. I think this looks good. f4. And then bishop f2, striking at it again. Again, provoking this loosening of the diagonal. Okay, h5. This is time consuming now. I think e4, e5 actually. No, start with this. You can just ignore that. Let them go h4. I don't care. So, yeah, now e4, e5 looks very interesting. So e4, f6 likely. Yeah, let's just have f6, I think. It's the best way to exploit this situation. Knight c3. Maybe nothing too drastic yet. Knight c3 looks fine. Let's develop, possibly come into these squares. Okay, they're doing that anyway. Okay, let's see where they want to go. They go here. E6. We actually like that. That should be interesting. So let's say they go back to b8 then, if they want to keep their bishop. Oh, they don't bother with it. Do I have to go bishop d3? I don't really want to have to do that. You know what? I think temporary discomfort on the diagonal is what I'm gonna have to do. Because I'm gonna play d4 later, but I need to do some shuffling around first. Got to adjust, you know. That's a big part of it too. Knowing what your opponent's ideas are. I think that's what I forgot to do a little bit here. Let's go back to that. You got to refresh. So look at what they're trying to do. That was very effective in the earlier games. And yeah, restriction is a big part of it. Okay, this one could come over here. And then, I mean, I should probably I'll wait for them. The thing is, this is my plan, is kind of allow a6. We trade, right? Okay, we make the trade. And then I solidify mine with b3 and then d4, but I'm going to hit this here at the right moment. So we got b3. Again, now I'm a little less worried about the time pressure, kind of like with Kostas' games. You can get a little bit lower with the 3+3 and still discuss it. And now, if I want to play d4, well, the rook's in the corner. Okay, they're going all out. We take it. Yeah, just check it. Create some more open lines to use. And pawn takes. Either way, knight f3 is coming, I think. Okay. If they go g4, they kind of lock things up. Okay. Actually, I might want this move. Some ideas on the diagonal, and also stopping them from coming in on the diagonal. We keep the pressure here, though. Threatening a4, h4. Got to get away from that. Okay. Oh, that was nice. Oh no, we have to. I gotta watch out against this guy. Oh, that's a tricks, huh? Takes. Fortunately, there's no checks. They got that one there. But they have g4. Ah. Now they do have a check. Man, this person, they got my number right now. Ugh. All right. One more time. Let's go. They're doing well. Okay. They are victorious. Yeah, they played well. Let's see, for example. Let's see what they did. Just take a quick look. See where things went wrong. Yeah, they were the one that really got me so far. Okay. So they go with h5. Yeah, bishop 2 looks good. b6. Knight c3. Yeah, it looks like e3 and maybe d4 coming. Knight c3 looks like it's fine too. And knight b5. Yeah, that might have been a bit much. Yeah, so I was thinking, the thing I didn't like about d4 is I was thinking takes some line with bishop c5. I don't know, I didn't like bishop c5, yeah. But maybe it's not a big deal. I just take. I don't know, it still doesn't look really that inspiring to do that. But there's pressure, yeah, there's pressure on c6, that's the problem. It should win the c6 pawn, that's why. So yeah, I didn't need to hold back from that pretty standard move. And then I got kind of awkward here, and then I missed something on the diagonal. Didn't seem like he had much. Yeah, b3. Yeah, I should have been developing with bishop c2. So then I was playing a little awkwardly. Yeah, I was playing a little awkward. Maybe my desire for revenge was playing a bit not so objectively. And then then things are. And then I didn't look at the rook, and So were they playing like perfect moves, or was it not necessarily? No, g5 turns out to be good. Queen takes is stronger, it looks like. Pawn takes is still good. And then, they could have already won the rook, or forced some ugly stuff. So yeah, I need to play a little more solidly. To be careful there. Okay, let's do another one. Try to get some. They had a good time. They had a good time against me. So I gotta pick up the slack now. Let's see. Let's get a comeback. I love comebacks. See if I can improve my play after that. What's going on? Create a game. Weird. I think I need to delete that video at some point. Let's see. I got some jungle sounds. The sounds of the forest. Somewhat random maybe. Like Fischer Random. Okay, is it reloading the site? Yeah, okay. All right, let's play some better chess. That was, no, that was a good demonstration by my opponent, though. You know, I got to give it to him. They played really well, so it was a nice example of how to play too, with against me, how to defeat me. That was nice. All right, let's try to come back. So I got 3-3. If we get some more. Mystery Master wins September Elite Chess Bullet titled arena. Okay. And there's no one. I was having some fun with King of the Hill, though. Maybe I'll get in the King of the Hill game while we're waiting. Let's see. Create a game. Let's see how that works out. If you do I think they do 3 minute for usually. I had a good run in the tournament, so I'll get a little, mix it up a little bit. I can do create a game. I think I'll do more of a range, maybe more of a range. Maybe minus 200 plus 500. Okay. Or we could just, some intermission till we get some more 960 players on here. Let's see. And we got a 6 plus 6. Alright, let's play a 6 plus 6 against an expert. Okay. Similarly to Chess 960, I like to play openings, especially these days, where it's not really reliant on opening theory. Just do some double fianchettos. And hey, James, I see James W. I'm following James W. I think we played together in one of the simul's, or was it a tournament? James W. Oh, I know who that is. Okay, yeah. No, not yeah. And then we got James W's. You saw him in YouTube. So, how you doing, James? So we're going with the double fianchetto just to, again, to get away from theory a bit and see how they react to certain pawn breaks in the center. See if they try to overextend at the center or what they try and do. Okay. We got Golly Dolly. 2065 and 1800. So like an A or A class or expert player. Now what I like to do is when they go, I let them go queen d2, then I always go h6. I'm not going to let them come in here. If I move the knight, I'm not going to let them come in. A lot of times what you can actually do in these hippopotamus or hedgehog kind of setups, you can actually play g5. There's an interesting game where Magnus defeats Kramnik. So the new champion defeats the old champion, the older champion, back from early 2000s. And he does this very cool thing with he ends up playing really solidly. His rook swings over to d7. He plays f5, g5, g4. Gets a really nice grip on. I think they describe it as boring a tunnel into his position or something like that. But let's see. Yeah, it's a very interesting. Okay, they're opting for queen c2 instead, so keeping it flexible. Now the thing about this kind of position, what I can do is I can go for f5, and if they take, I can actually insert bishop takes and destroy their structure and then take back. But the problem is I have to worry about takes and takes. That could happen. Takes. Yeah, that's a possibility. So maybe the f5 line would work better. Let me see. Well, first h6 then. c5, hitting this. c5 is pretty typical break. When they go h4, you can distract them, or you go h6, and then g5. I like that actually in this position. Let them sack the knight if they want, but the point is they go h5, g5. I might even go g4, removing them, and then c5. Watch out for d6. Sometimes you can even sack the d6 pawn. Some crazy stuff happens sometimes, where you can take here, you let them take this one, you take this one. Okay, they're doing some interesting stuff there. All right, f5 it is. Ready for that. So it becomes that. It's interesting because it becomes more like a Dutch, actually. I like to play like that, either a Sicilian with c5 or more of a Dutch setup. But now, if they heard me, they're not letting me double their pawns on f3. But the rook, I don't know about that rook. I mean, Okay, they're going all out now. They're going all out. Well, that's actually pretty good because if I go e5, I drop this one. So do I have to? Do I take bishop takes? That might have been a good move. Here, knight c5. I think knight c5 is okay. Some lines I may need to drop something. Takes, bishop takes, hitting g6. This is a critical moment. I gotta study this carefully. Bishop takes, and knight f5. Then I drop e6, but I might get it back. Or take d5. I don't like that. I think knight c5 might be the way to go. They take e6. I take it. If they gotta give up the bishop then. If they really want to win a pawn, they give up the bishop. I take. Let's see, do I take first on e4? The bishop takes. I don't like that line because it hits g6 too much. That's why I like knight c5, to eliminate that and then to take back. That's the point. So this move is going to force them probably to part with one of their bishops. I even have options of taking, and the queen will take back hitting h8. Not yet. But this is interesting because I got a lot of pressure here. So yeah, they have to give it up. But then I have this strong diagonal now. Where is it going to go? If we take, probably take with the d pawn. Take f5. Take f5. I take back. I take here. Yeah. They might take here. That should be. I mean, that's all they can get. But the difference. See, the thing is, I can castle queenside, so I can even go like in some lines queen d6. So there's kind of like rebel pawns over here. Got my own rebel pawns possibly, but then I'm going to castle queenside. So it's kind of an unpredictable opening where it's like in a French or Caro-Kann sometimes too, where they think they're attacking your king side. And I actually have a pretty stable queen side. So this is preparing to have a fortress over there if I castle queenside. You have control here, so I'm like, okay, I might lose a pawn, but I get the bishop pair, I'm open line. If they want to win the pawn, they got to open lines. Let's see, how would it go? I mean, this is the main line for sure. Yeah, they went for the main line. Okay. You know, it's interesting, I could even sack a second pawn if I really want to get into it. But queen d6. Okay, so I go d6. I'm just ready to castle though, see? Takes. Knight takes even. Takes. Oh, we end up trading on here. The queen ends up taking. Then we take on c3 and destroy their structure and castle. And they can't even go rook d1. I don't know, I kind of like that actually. So we end up with one bishop on the diagonal. I don't know, I feel like I have a lot of compensation there. Rather than taking, well, that's possible. Bishop takes back. I don't like something about that. I don't like the contested diagonal. I'm willing to sack the pawn because I want diagonals. I want the diagonals. So queen d6 is interesting. Oh, they have knight b5. I think queen f. That's why I was looking at queen f4. That looks completely fine. Looks completely fine. Yeah. I'm also just simply attacking e6. So when I take, you know, what I think I'm going to do. Oh, if I take with the knight, they have h5. Splitting this up, you know, undermining the base. So I think I would take back with the pawn. Renew the threat. No. Well, the thing is, I have queen takes e6 then. It's just craziness here. But I think the pawn takes is going to be the accurate move. Because it's kind of enticing them to take with their bishop now. Wait a second. No. There's no trick here because then the rook would take guarding this because there's almost a queen check, but no, it doesn't work. Nothing like that. And then the bishop would be able to go back as well. Okay, so what are we at? We're down 2 pawns. It's very interesting. Yeah, but again, it's the king safety situation. Because, so as I mentioned, takes. Bishop can take with check. Most likely I will do that. And I got the two. Okay, we have two bishops against two knights. We're down two pawns. It's crazy. But, oops. Can they do a take back? I don't want to take their queen. I mean, that's cheap, you know. Oh, they can do a take back. It's rated. Yeah, I'm not going to win like that. Just take the knight. I mean, we want to, you know, chess is about, it's like a science experiment, right? We got to know the truth. We're going to get to the truth of it. Chessboards are a laboratory, and if we wouldn't know what happened then. Okay. A very human science experiment with imperfection. Well, I guess, yeah, there's always some human element. Bishop takes c3, pawn takes c3. So the idea would be that I get some lines, though. I destroy the king's... Okay, look, I'm pretty sure I'm going to win this pawn, too. So I'll be down like a pawn. How much compensation? It's hard to give this bishop up, but actually I think it's correct. Because if I just castle, they have rook d1. Oh, they don't have rook d1. I take with check. Oh. Well, in that case... Now, if they push with check... Yeah, maybe in that case. But they have like 95. They have e7 check. Oh, they have e7 check. They have e7 check. I have to go up. It's a little risky looking. It's safe. Yeah, it's safe. So the only question is castles or bishop. That's a tough call. What do you think? Bishop takes c3. It destroys the structure, but the thing is they can't really move the knight without losing the b pawn and getting some trouble. I really don't want them to move it though. If I take this one, castle, the knight can go to e5 or something. I feel like the f knight is, but then I can take the g pawn whenever I want. I just feel like the structural advantages are so just worth it there. I don't know. I'm sensing that I'm going to go with my intuition on this. So the castle, and then if they push again, I'll go up. Yeah, queen check I just take. I can x-ray it. It's a little risky looking, but I actually would win the pawn on e7. Yeah, if they push, I just have to go up. The queen I take. If they go queen again, the line is push, up, queen check. It's a very critical line, but you just simply take it, take back, get the queen. They don't get to promote. Yeah, that's fine. It's risky looking, but look, when they take, you go here, they're going to drop the pawn then. So it doesn't do anything actually. And now you can see, look at this. So if we're going to win the e6 pawn, especially, even if we don't, I mean, look, these are probably going to fall at some point. At least the c pawn is easy to get. Can even go here if I really need it, but it's not. So the point isn't. Look, I mean, we have 4 against 3 here. They have 4 against 1 over here, but we're probably going to get 1. So I have like 2 extra pawns here. But there's pressure against this one. There's going to be. I mean, I have ideas of taking and coming in here too. I mean, there's lots of ideas to attack. And they're just going to have a little bit of difficulty consolidating because the rook is like, what does the rook do? He can't come out because of the pressure here. And we got a grip here, so he can't come here. He can only go here with the knight. But again, anytime the knight comes in, it's worried about losing the g pawn and where's the king go. And meanwhile, you know, you have to place a lot of value on king's safety. So just the ability to play like king b8, a6, you know, the king is airtight. So that's worth 2 pawns, I think. Or again, I really think it's only going to be a pawn at the end of the day. So probably next is going to be this move. And again, if they push, I'll just go here and then I'll take the pawn. With one of these. You just can't hold on to the pawn too easily. And the h6 pawn is doing its job. It's keeping these pawns are really important to keep the knight out. All right, so they're going with this. They're going with this. Okay. Oh, they have rook d3 ideas. Interesting. Interesting. I could toss in a check on d2. Oh, they're threatening to push now. But they are threatening to push. That's dangerous. Queen d2 check is really tempting to play though. Because otherwise they have rook d... Yeah, rook d3 otherwise. So I think I need to do that check. Which effectively, well, that would mean that they wouldn't, you know, it would have less sting, in other words. And then king b8, yeah. You can check. King a8. Knight g7 check, king a8. This is intense, but you see, we have a lot of pressure, though. I mean, look, the king's still kind of open. He's actually seeking some refuge, but it's still a little open. We have pressure. We can use these lines. Oh, he has knight f7, I forgot, but I think we can just pin it or something. It should be fine. Oh, no, we can't. So I might be parting with more material, although I have stuff against this one. Like going here. Yeah, that should be fine. Knight takes and bishop check. Take this one with a completely destroyed king side. Yeah, that's the answer, I think. If he goes here, go here. That's dangerous, but if I can read, but the thing is, I can either get rid of their pawn and I'm fine, and there's just like one pawn down, but with a much better position structurally and safe king. Remember that king safety is worth a lot here, and that bishop is worth a lot too. But the knight, at least the knight's asserting itself. The main problem for them is the king is kind of exposed, and this rook is not doing anything. It needs to eventually get in the game. Don't want to drop the pawn though in some lines. Get a passed pawn. They're going to get low on time themselves. So I think rook g8's coming. Yeah, well there it is. They're kind of forcing the issue with that. And rook g8 seems to do the trick. So I anticipate this one. Yeah, bishop takes g2 is unpleasant, so probably... No, rook g3 fails. Takes, and they lose this one. That looks unpleasant. At least a draw. If I wanted to, I could swing back and forth between those two squares. But I think then I'd probably have a win. So they don't really have time here. And obviously, I mean, they can't take. No, they can't take. This is terrible. Check, king here, take with check. Okay. Oh, what are they doing? Okay. This is crazy. Gotta make a choice. Okay, rook is coming here. Not giving him that and keeping an eye on the pawn. Whew, this is intense. What can I do here? Knight might... They're gonna have a slew of pawns coming at me. But I don't know. I feel like I have something here. Knight takes pawn, probably rook here, and then bishop c8 or something. Gonna have this diagonal, might be nice. I hope I didn't miss something there, but I just didn't see anything. Okay, probably a good move. Pin it. Seems natural. Yeah, I think knight takes might be dangerous for them. This is a great game. Can I reroute my queen? I think it just takes a2 like I mentioned. Look at this. Because it can take... I have a passed pawn myself. Oh, they can push now. Okay. I take with check. Oh, that's crazy. Take with check and then win this one. If they push, they can't push. So the a2, taking a2 actually is connected to f7. That's insane. Oh, wow. And this might be our moment. This might be our moment for this one. Lots of tactics here. Wow, this is a rich position. Now they still can't push. Same thing. I take c4, I take f7. They're falling. I think they're collapsing there. They are. Okay. Now this is... Yeah. Okay, they're sacking the exchange. Interesting. Okay. Push. They push. I still can't push. Amazing. I don't know what they were thinking with that. They shouldn't have done that. But they clearly have compensation for the exchange, but I have rook g8 now. Look at that. Ah, they didn't fall for it. That's okay. Yeah. This seems pretty strong. How are they going to deal with that? Now they got so many problems. This position is loose. I think they're losing. No, they have knight there. Rook up. Yeah, knight there, rook up. Rook up does the trick, I think. Yeah. Knight blocks, rook up, wins. Queen. Okay, this is just... I think this is over. Check. What is this? What's going on here? Blocks. Got a sack. I think I got a sack. Okay. This is crazy. think we can insert this check. See if they walk into the line, and we take. Depends where they go. If they go h4, I can still take that way. There's just so many checks. I'm actually up. I ended up being up pawns after all that. Oh, wow. This was a great game. It's not over yet, though, that's for sure. Let's take this with check. Now what? I think I insert a couple of checks and the rook swings or something like that. Come back here. Obviously, I'm not giving them e8. I'm waiting for the moment to swing the rook effectively, hopefully. Okay. Let's come from behind here. It's hard to play this position for them here because there's so many checks. Can I just, you know, my best move here might be to go back. Because now we have a host of checks like g8. They're going to push the pawn though. But we're going to have this array of checks because I wanted to control g8. See, we have the checks now and they haven't even started pushing. Oh, they got to lose the queen. They got to at least lose the queen. Check, check. I don't need the queen actually. I feel like we have more than that in some lines. Just the king is just too exposed, you know. It's got to be mate. It's just too exposed. Yeah, it's got to be a forced mate. I can't see everything yet, but I just know that's a good thing. It looks like a mate. Yeah, it's a forced mate because we have checks coming. B3 or D2. Yeah, B2 in the game. Got it. Finally take the rook if we want. I don't need the rook. Wow, that was intense. A lot of checks and stuff. Wow. Yeah, that was really interesting. So really, there's some critical lines there. Right around the time when but you know, I sensed that again, there was compensation for sure. It looked like I was just losing 2 pawns, but I was like, okay, look, this is the only way I can go, I think. First of all, they're opening the d file, they're giving me the bishop, I get the dark squares. Now I get the light squares, so I get 2 bishops. I ruined their pawn structure, so there's a lot of compensation. That's easy to say now, though. It was really intense. During the moment, it was hard to know if it was going to work, but I knew I had some. But the key was the c4 pawn. It was interesting, because then it was frustrating for them, because they just couldn't push, because I always take, and then everything's good. And I'm just can control everything, I think. Yeah, and I could just take it probably soon. So, and then they ran into some problems when g4 got too loose. It's probably just a win, right? I'm sure this is a win. Let me see. Well, I'm up a pawn for now, 2 pawns. Just have to watch out for their e6 pawn, but it was just so exposed. Yeah, I think that recorded file is slowing things down. It's gigabytes, you know. Okay. Yeah, it's a winning position. Yeah, it looks like everything is still keeping it -9, -10. That just felt right. Queen h8 just felt right. Was that a mistake? No, it's still -8.5. I mean, that didn't really go down in the evaluation. And then here, checkmate is now unavoidable. Yeah, so taking the queen, rook f8 would have been messy because it would push the pawn and all that. I'm like, okay, let's just do this. Oh, I had something better. Lost, forced. Oh, queen h3 check, forced mate. Although it did end up forcing mate anyway. Where did they go wrong? They must have gone wrong somewhere. They went to the wrong square or something. King e. So king d3 was a blunder. Hard to see that. So they should have gone king e3. Huh. And there's like, I just figured the checks would be good. What is this? Oh, so it's still winning, but yeah, it would have, you know, best computer line would have taken a little more work. All right, let's see if we get another. Let's go back. Maybe I'll do a longer time control even for 960. Let's see. Do we have any? I figured I would take a little intermission from 960. Let's see if we have any new players out there. 960. Okay, we have a 2-1. I think I played them earlier. No, that's intense. Okay, let's give it a minute. If I don't get anyone, I'll play a 2+1. But again, that's really fast. I'm warmed up, so oh, we have it. Here we go. 5+3. I'll take that. 1861. That's a lot better than 2+1. That wouldn't have been ideal. All right. Okay, weak points. Weak points here, maybe. That's about it. I want to play F5. Should we do it right away? How about insert E5, F5, E5? Like that person did to me earlier. That was an interesting choice. You could do that sometimes. E5 takes. Somehow I like this. And if they push, then F5 is just, F5 is just called for, with the pawns aiming that way. So if they take, it's another issue. They should probably take, honestly, but I take one. But then it doesn't. It's just kind of equalish position then, from this point. Yeah, but I don't know. Somehow I didn't really like. I didn't think it was that great, and I could have gone for this. And maybe even like Queen D5. Yeah, I should have gone for that. That was the point. But I think I'm hoping they push, or either way, now that I've fixed this in place, I'm about ready to. Yeah, they do. They do. Okay. Yeah, now it's totally sensible to play F5. They're gonna play F3, of course. Okay. I'm gonna open the F file. Can play like knight F7 and try to come here and trade off. It's like a French, basically. It's kind of like the other side of a French. Since we push the pawns on it, it's like pushing our C pawn instead of the F pawn, essentially. And it's kind of like our king's already castled. The king is actually pretty stable here, which makes me a little less concerned about some kingside attacks. Now, this is definitely interesting. It's kind of suggests itself. It's risky, but I mean, why not? And if they take, I take with the pawn, actually. And we have an open king, but we can cover it, or we can actually castle the other way. Well, actually, we'll end up with a king on g8, like a normal position. That's the goal, but it'll take us a few moves to do that. Now they are sort of threatening this pawn, so probably we'll just take it. But the thing is, if the bishop takes, we can run. If the pawn takes, it becomes a target on e4, potentially. Theoretically, it's a target. It's kind of hard to reach it, but so say we eventually get a knight on c5 or f6, so that pawn is not ideal, and we can always push whenever we want. Push at will. Okay. So if we're playing for potentially castling the other way, oh, the music stopped, didn't it? I think it's back now. Okay. Takes bishop g7. So this is where you want to figure out what your setup's going to be. This is okay here now because it guards this, and it can open later after d5. So I think, actually the knight g6 to f4, but I really want to deal with my king first before getting too into things here. Bishop b7 looks reasonable, actually. What do they have? I don't really see any immediate action for them, because the problem is they're just lacking central control. Somehow I like bishop b7. No, this is bishop c4 gets hit. Yeah, that gets hit. So I'm covering my king. My king may stay here, but either way, I'm starting to get pieces out. And again, if they do go here, I'll probably just react like that. And then the bishop's already guarding it. That's kind of the idea. Okay, they're looking at this. It should be okay with me. So there it is. And, I think what might happen is the knight might come out, and then both knights are aiming at f4. We can hit this bishop. Maybe take the bishop later and blast the position to get the bishop pair in a good situation. Okay. Some really great games today. People are playing really well. We're playing Chess Player. 48112. Knight f4 maybe. Knight f4 is coming, I think. And again, I would like to castle. Oh! That was... I forgot, and now they have this move. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to move this to guard that one, and then get off the diagonal. It takes a little more work now. Bishop here to here is interesting if I can reach there. I think we'll start with bishop here. It looks fine. But the key is just, yeah. See, they don't want me to advance my center, of course. So what should I have done there? So the second they went knight c3, I had to anticipate that. Move the knight, or so. I probably had to just plop the knight there right away. It would have been okay. And then I go there. And now, how much pressure can they place on d6? Yeah. So I kind of missed the chance. But now, guarding this, and we can maybe even come here because we guarded through this one. So we have some options still. But, you know, getting d5 in like I wanted to is now a bit more distant. But, you know, can still castle kingside if I need to. I don't see how they exert more pressure here in the meantime. But they handled it well, yeah. Once they got that bishop c4, and I wasn't looking at that. Should have seen that. I should have seen the idea behind it. I figured knight c3 was just developing, but actually moving their bishop again was a good move. Very nice move. Okay, so figuring out what to do here. Interesting position. Oh, so we played a few times before. We're actually tied right now. Actually tied here. Oh, we had that check. Oh, I remember that game. The check on the diagonal. And then this one was, I was playing black. What happened? I must have won on time or something. It's an extra piece maybe. And they won that one with a lot of material. Up a knight. Okay. Knight g3. So the interesting thing about knight f4 is it actually could support d5 in certain lines. Maybe knight d4 and knight f4 coming in there. I think, again, the center can't be underestimated. That center does help me out a lot. Oh, they want knight f5 to come into d6. That's annoying. Okay, so do I need knight d4 immediately then? I may need it. Yeah, maybe. So I can take it. Then I can play d5. Yeah. Takes is fine. I have to give up the exchange possibly that line. So again, if they take, yeah, it's very uncomfortable then. They probably have to give the exchange. But then we can just quickly, you know, try to castle somehow. If I move the queen, I'm ready to castle actually. So funny enough, the king will swing over to, oh, the bishop, of course. So that's our problem, really. That's like the bane of my existence right now. Bishop on c4 needs to be dealt with somehow if I want to do anything with my king. Because he doesn't really want to sit there, especially with 7 pieces on the board attacking. Flying around. Interesting. Coming the other way. Oh, that was a good move. Very good move. Okay, if I move away, they get to take there. I don't want to play c5, but I may have to. Definitely not a move I want to make. But now they've taken away that. I guess I have to go back or something. I may have to go back. Yeah, that's probably the sane thing to do. But, you know, if they want to come back again, they could kind of force a repetition. We'll see. Unless I come up with something else. But there needs to be a remedy to that. Because knight f5 hits this. Then I would have to go here, actually. No, I can't go there without dropping my knight. So I may have to repeat if they come back and see if they repeat again. Not, I always play for win, but unless it's just unless you have to. If there's nothing better. Oh, okay, they're trading. So that means I need to take with my pawn to cover this one. Yeah, so things that whole bishop c4 thing, I let that bishop. It's interesting how I should have, if I had just gone there immediately, kept my queen eyeing there, then I would have really been able to mobilize my center. But the question is still, I still have this big center though. You know, it's compact now, but we're equal here, and I have those extra pawns around it. So later on, those pawns really could start pushing. So that's my main benefit I've got here. Obviously, I don't want to be sitting on the line. Come here. Okay, what's going on now? Do I castle kingside? It's not ideal, but I guess so. And then I will cover f6. One way or the other, my king was a little open, but we can use the b file against them. They can play queen f5, then I have to go like discard the knight. Maybe, yeah, that would just go bishop c8 in that case, probably transfer the bishop, and then move the king at h. The king is going to be on h8. Oh, they have bishop h6. Okay, they just go with this. I mean, they're just trying to create threats because they're going to. We'll see how they handle time pressure themselves because they're getting a little lower now. Bishop h6 is expected. Rook f7 is the response. Yeah, keep the time up. Okay, now what? Just the quiet. Oh, they're going for h4. Interesting. Should be okay. Can we trap their queen? Amazing, wow. Amazingly. Knight e f4, I think traps the queen. Good thing I saw that. I think we have it. Wow. They probably have to retreat or something. Hopefully they can't hear me. I think it's delayed. maybe people are listening to all my ideas. Huh? Oh, that wasn't good. That was not good. Yeah, then things just kind of turned around there, unfortunately. But yeah, I didn't get to win the queen. Nope. Okay. Almost. Okay, let's see how we can defend this position with an exchange down. It's not too bad, actually. Interestingly, that bishop can, might take, I don't know. Oh, there we go. Takes, and double the pawns there. Yeah, not ideal, really not ideal. Oh, we have a fork idea. Take, push it. Okay. This is not looking very good. It's going to be hard to hold. But you never know. There's still chances here. 95 is in the air. Oh, they hung this. And that's our chance. Yeah, they missed it. Unfortunately, I saw the tactic to get 2 for 1 there. And okay, cover f8. Just get rid of that. Keep an eye on those pawns. So neither one of them can push just yet. They need to support. So I don't know. King comes in. Yeah, maybe I'm just fortunately able to fight on here. It's a tricky situation. Look at the knight in there. Okay, start checking them if they come over. And then pawns are going to push, unfortunately. Okay. This is crazy. You gotta watch those pawns, they're really dangerous. Fortunately, we have this move. And we're kicking the king away, and I think we're holding the fort there. How did they get in? That's the question. Bishop. Bishop should deal with that for now. And the rook starts coming in. Oh no. Oh. Oh, does that work? Oh no. Does this actually work for them? This would be crazy. I have to do some crazy defenses here, I think, to make this work. Do they have a sack? That pawn, wow. If they see it, I think they have the sack. They had the sack, but then oh, wow, this is crazy. The rook's hanging. Okay. Threatening the fork. Okay, we come here. This is wild. I think they have rook sack again. Yes, they do. Ah, that's a wrap. Nice game. Because I'm just going to, take it and push. Whew, that was crazy. A lot of, yeah, but really what it came down to is I wanted to play in the center with d5, and I just missed that suddenly they're able to play bishop c4 and stop my central expansion, because that would have been very strong if I could just castle kingside. And I missed the chance to where they stopped me from doing it, and then they were able to essentially take the initiative back, because I would have had a pretty good initiative with those rolling pawns in the center. So now I'm falling back in rating, but that's okay. It's been good games though, really, really interesting stuff. Hopefully you guys are benefiting a bit from the analysis, like live analysis of these games, trying to provide something beyond just he goes here, I go here, and this is good, but some actual ideas behind the moves. Maybe we'll get a couple more in. Okay. Oh wow, it's showing from like a while ago. Weird. Okay, we got a 3-minute casual. All right, I guess I'll go back. All right, I'm gonna play fast though, because I'm definitely warmed up. Again, a little tired, but warmed up. Okay. All right, let's attack. What? Oh, they aborted. They didn't want to be streamed, I guess. Okay, we got. Now I'm requesting 5. I want to do my 3 and 3. Okay. Yeah, it's amazing though. Just the fight for that d5 square. It really, it can come down to that one square, and that can change everything right there. All right, we got 1800 who wants a 3+2. We can do 3+2. I think 3. I prefer 3+2 over 5. I'm just an increment guy. I like increment. Okay. Let's see. All right, block the bishop possibly play for e5. I mean, you don't always have to open your bishops right away in 960, but usually you would. But like, I'm gonna get the other one out next. Okay. This feels like a the King's Indian attack kind of setup, where you put the knight behind the pawn to avoid the traded queens, and then let's see where this goes. And then you do your like g6, bishop g7 stuff. So it's like a King's Indian setup. And I'll play the knight. So the pieces will find homes pretty easily, because I can play f5, knight f7. I can go b6, unleashing this one. Okay. So we got g6. Yeah, there's been a lot of good games. It's not one of those, like I had one streaming day, the last time I did 960 was a really good day. This one's like not about, I'm not just crushing everyone, but I think I'm having really good games though. They're just good, really rich positions and a lot of analysis to do there. Okay. So probably just bishop g7, castles is coming next. Bishop check and block, it's nothing. Yeah, I think it's going to be bishop g7, castles, f5, f4. And if they go bishop f3, I'll actually go with f5, e4. Now here they have a queen. Now the queen check is nothing, I think. I think that doesn't do anything. It does allow them to double up though, so I think, yeah, maybe before that I would just... Queen can actually go some interesting places. Queen g5, h5, h5, h4 stuff. I mean, there's a lot of things going on here. I think it's f5. I think it's going to be f5 though. Oh wait, wasn't it? Yeah, knight f7 check, and then that should be fine. But I think I wanted, yeah, I wanted queen e7, but I think I'm leaving the options open. That's okay. That's okay. We'll just ignore it. Because if they take, they're going to have some problems maybe with the e-pawn. Takes. I think it's time for... So I was thinking about that, challenging the diagonal, trading off the bishop. I don't think I want to let them trade bishops just yet. But I think it's about time for b6. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to challenge the bishop yet. I want to trade bishops. Now they want to come in here. That's a good move. That's a good move. I'll give them that. Yeah, I may just have, like, bishop just be blocked for a little bit. Okay, what's the plan here? Rook e8, I think. So since we have this pressure here, I think we're going to put more protection and then prepare the opening of the file. I think that seems right. And you know, we may, if the knight comes in, I'll just kick it with the c. I mean, this bishop might be slow to develop, but it's okay. All the other pieces seem to be where they need to be for the most part. Another option is like taking here and gaining this square. Oh, they did that. I was pretty happy. I was like, if they do that, I'll be pretty happy. Because they can go, oh, they want to liquidate. I see. Bishop takes. Knight f takes. Knight here. Yeah, e4 is pretty good for them, actually. Let's see. Yeah. Nah, queen g5 takes. I don't have queen g5, unfortunately. Not yet. Alright. We'll just make the standard move. And they're gonna, I think they should go e4, but they can really get that whenever they want. But you know, that's why I think the rook was supposed to be here, so I can maybe even bypass. That's what's the original idea. So I'm not, again, I'm not getting ideally what I want, which is typical. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. My opponents are throwing a wrench in the works. Or as the British say, spanner. Throwing a spanner in the works. Let's see, c6. Yeah, that's just going to happen. We're going to kick it out. And now, okay. Interesting. Queen e7 is going to happen, right? Oh, no. This is where I'm going to g5. Perfect. Now I got pretty much what I want. I got the pressure here. That's what I wanted. Okay, as well as this stuff. Maybe some opening later on. But I think this is coming next. Let's see how they react. Okay, they are pushing. I guess I have to take. Oh no. It takes here, here, here. Yeah, get an exchange. Okay. Alright, let's keep fighting. Let's keep fighting. Yeah, they have to go there. Oh, it takes. Okay, at least we have this one. It's hard to know exactly what's going to happen here. I should just take on a1 and pull the rook there. They have rook e1. Okay, I guess we're both going to be in time pressure soon enough. Ooh, what is this? This looks very ugly. Okay. They have queen h4, huh? Oof. Yeah, queen h4. Ouch. Ouch. That's nasty. Now they have knight. Yeah, they just pick up the queen and they mate. No, they don't mate, but they just take the queen. Yeah, they do mate. Yeah, nice job. Nice job. Good game. Yeah, I moved too slow that game. Things are okay, and then somehow they weren't. Let's see. Again, my opponents are playing really well because I got like pretty good position here, some potential weaknesses. I think really the main issue was that pieces didn't quite come out. I think also here probably, yeah, you know, I think queen e7 and rook here. So again, if this happens, there are ideas of pushing, so it makes it hard to take and increasing the pressure on the e file. I think that's what I needed to do there. All right, lesson learned. Let's win some games now. Before I finish, gotta finish victoriously, hopefully. Have some good wins. That's the goal. 20. Okay, 3-minute game. All right, 3-minute casual. Maybe I'll do that, but 3-3. Five plus 8. Yeah, let's see. Okay, 3-minute. Both casual. 5 plus 8 casual. Huh. I might do the 3-minute. Yeah, let's just try it out. Just a practice game. All right. Okay. Oh, it's International Master too. All right. Well, this will be interesting. Okay, I'll get the diagonal pressure. Try to take that diagonal before they do. So let's see if we can try to beat an International Master. That would be a good finish to the day, but we'll see. I think c4 is here. So there's natural pressure on the diagonal. b4, so they can't play c5 too easily. They play e5. Okay, creating some vulnerabilities for us to try to attack. And then knight here maybe is interesting. It's very interesting. Because if they push, no, they can't push. They go here. I think we might just strike with f4 right away. Again, that bishop stays open this time, so it keeps the pressure here. Oh, right. This is a 3-minute flat. Okay, we're gonna play fast. But I think I'm pretty happy with it with the opening. Now we probably both castle soon, and that's okay. It's like this. We have 96 ideas. Let's do this first. Creating pressure on f7, but hopefully getting, really I'm hoping I can get it here if we can kick the knight. Easier said than done, but we have a lot of tactics before the king castles. They blocked, unfortunately. We take it? I think we can. If we're getting hungry for pawns, but... Or unless we take this. No, it doesn't work. So the idea is that knight takes. Bishop has to take check. And the knight takes back again. So we have 2 knights for 2 bishops with an extra pawn. Interesting position. They should just castle their king, probably. And then I will play d4 soon. It might go... Yeah, probably the b pawn's coming, yeah. Okay. Aha! But we return with our fork threat. Of course. Okay, this will be cool. I hope we get it. Now they should really just castle their king. But that was a good opportunity to come back to f4. And now the knight's not guarding e6 anymore. And bishop check, you just block. Okay, they saw it. Ah, too bad. That would have been so much fun. But we're way down on time. And time doesn't mean anything if you lose on time here. Okay, they're going to keep their... I'm pretty sure they're going to keep their bishops. Guard everything. Trade it off. And hopefully go into a winning endgame with very little time. Oh, what is going on? Oh. That was good. It's a good move. Unfortunately. Can't take with the pawn. So I have to give him that, unfortunately. Okay. Double on, but the f7 pressure should be pretty good. Oof. And that's game. Yeah, that was a good, yeah, rook down. Ouch. Yeah, rook down. That was a good game, though. I had some interesting possibilities there, but and then they had I missed that tricky tactic with the rook take, but they had an open line. There's tactical possibilities for both of us. Okay. Just castle. Now again, I want that diagonal before they challenge it. Okay, let's try and get them. Let's do the same thing. I'll do the same thing. That was fine. We ended up generating a lot of pressure that way, so maybe some slight alterations, but I felt pretty good about where it went. What was it? Did they take with the rook? No, they did this kind of thing. But now, I don't know. I mean, I have knight f6 now. So I think it's slightly different from last time. Because last time they got the e-pawn rolling. Okay, they go here. Yeah, it's like a Blumenthal Gambit structure, sort of. It's really interesting. Now knight b6. Yeah, this is really solid structure. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, just castle him. So about an equal position looks like. But yeah, kind of. It's like a Blumenthal Gambit, but with like a declined Blumenthal Gambit because they didn't give up a pawn. Now they want to steamroll me in the center. So we can create some counter pressure. Now if they take, I might actually take with the pawn to create the b5 idea. Mm-hmm. What about e5? What about e5? Okay, maybe I go e6, knight takes, pawn takes. queen a5 and hitting the pawn, and then rook b8. I can create some pretty good counter pressure, I think. Oh, they're taking with the rook. Interesting. Probably not a bad choice. And that's why they're international master. I could beat IM sometimes. They're always tough. Takes, push. I don't know. I'm gonna go for it. I didn't calculate everything, but I'm like, intuitively, I just sense this has to happen. Oh, they decided to take. Interesting. Oh, right, that was the original line. Take, takes, push. See, now I'm like forgetting original lines I'm looking at, so that means I'm probably getting tired. So takes, I was looking at the takes, push line. And bishop. Oh, there's now d5 doesn't work because rook takes c5. Push must, yeah, push is just natural here. Push takes. Oh, they didn't go for it. Interesting. Oh, they may have found themselves a better version of it, actually. Queen e7 now. Yeah, I can't just hang that. Now they're pushing, okay. Wait, do I have d5 now? I think I do have d5 now. Oh, I don't have d5 now. Only after, oh, I have to insert the check first. Then I go d5. Otherwise it'll be pinned. And then I don't know, this is actually a pretty good position, but again, I'm really, yeah, the 3-0 is just not my thing. It's really promising, actually. But no time. I could have sacked on f4 too. That's always in the air. So we're equal pawns. I have a pretty good center. Pressure on the. I will sack that if I give him the chance. Yeah. This is really interesting, actually. Yeah, I wish I had more time to play this out. Got it. Okay, I'm going back to 3-3. Really good position. I like the position here. Oh, I just hung the pawn. I had to go rook c6. Yeah, no time to find this. Okay. Yeah, it's just not enough time. And then, yeah, I had to go rook c6 and stop that. But we have some hope with knight d4. I have queen rook e8, I think. So I have to take. I have like no time. So I'm up a piece, but with nothing to do. Yeah. All right. New opponent. Oh, wait, not 3 minutes, though. No. Okay, 3 + 3. We got 7, 3 + 2. Okay, I'll go again for 3 + 3. Otherwise, I'm doing 3 + 2. So yeah, that was a really good position, though. I think if I had just gone rook c6, I had that cluster of pawns in the center. That was a good position. But the time is not on my side. Okay. Time. Gotta work time in my favor. Okay. We got some 3 + 2s. Let's see if they want a 3 + 3. I guess I can really have what's the time control? Rather the rating. 200, so it's 1976. That'd be 3. So if it's there, yeah, if they're like 16 and above, I guess. Okay. Okay, who do we got? Fishmate. Alright. Again, I like this kind of thing where you can grab the light squares that way. And possibly just challenge the bishop at the right time. Let's see, do we want f5? Is that premature? F5 takes, no, not yet. How about this move first? So we can then have a pin on it if we play f5 with a pin. Yeah, there it is, there it is. Oh no, it's not a pin anymore, but it's actually pretty good because we would make them not castle, lose their castling rights. Okay, they're going here. Now f6 they take. So we'll just take, but we'll gain a tempo on the queen. Takes. Or not f6 first. No, then bishop will take. Yeah, we'll just take it. But I need to really focus on my development because I had a couple of awkward development situations. But this is an example where I could just castle and should have pretty comfortable development. And this is interesting because we can do like this and open the queen and have good square control here. And now what? We're going to play b3 for c4 maybe. There we go. So now I'm showing, okay, now I have ideas. Okay, so here to here. There we go. I knew that was coming. Anticipation. And now we hit this one and also make it harder to play c4. Even if they go b3, they probably will go b3, but they would have some weaknesses. And they are actually hanging the pawn, which then they have rook a1, come in there, and they have bishop c7 then. Do I really want that pawn? I want, this is what I want actually. Here, it's interesting. Hmm. I want 93. Let's see how they solve this. Because we're threatening this now. Even if they push, we'll get a fork. So I think they're gonna go with this, right? No, you know what? That's really interesting. Someone would take. Oh, okay, they go this way. But now we have this move. So we're kind of striking on both. Okay, I'm feeling better about this game because now I have a dual threat. You see, I'm threatening this one. I think it might be. I think that might be it. Oh, did they solve it with that move? No, I don't think they did. Isn't that winning? Okay, I needed a little morale booster after a couple of rough games. That looks like a win, yeah? Am I missing? Always double check, triple check. No, it's not a win. I'm hallucinating. But no, they have h4. They still have h4, but it's still not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, I hallucinated. Let's see. What do we do? G5, G5. That's it. They have f3 though. Okay, this gets crazy. What do we have here? G5, because bishop takes here, knight takes b2. They have f3. Go back. Doesn't work, unfortunately. So we castle probably. But it's still a good positioning, I think. Yeah, unfortunately we didn't have the instant win. But I think it was still something to go for and keep some good pressure in here. Okay, now they're kicking it back. Yeah, I think I'm getting a little tired now, too. But I'm going to fight on. I'm going to fight on a little bit. End on a good note. Okay. So yeah, now we're kind of back where we started. They have h4. h4 doesn't even really hurt them, actually. Now they want this move. We're not going to give them that. 96. Then we have knight e5. Okay, I just gave him that. And now I'm dropping exchanges. Okay. Oh no, queen e6 check. I have to trade queens. Ah. Oh man. Sorry guys. I was hoping to give you guys better games. The last one was much better for game quality. Okay. Ah, I was so close too. I thought I had him. Yeah, it's chess, right? But we'll keep fighting. Bishop e3 probably. Yep, it's just bishop e3. Okay. Yeah, this guy's pretty good. Knight c3 is interesting. Threatening to get my exchange back. That'll be nice. Get the exchange back and try to fight this out. Okay. Now, yeah, we're coming into c3. It's pretty good. You could tell they're pretty good at end games. Here. And then we're locking it down, though, which is not bad for being the exchange now. They have to go c2 now, I think. And they fell for that one. Oh, they're going to take that one, of course. Take this one. But we have the... well, trading pawns is actually not a bad deal. Okay. Unfortunately, I have that. Knight takes. And this is not looking too good. Oh, we take this. Yeah, but we keep trading, which is interesting. Probably should have taken first, because they're going to push now. Oh, yeah, definitely should have taken. They played well again. Wow. Either my opponent's getting stronger or I'm getting weaker. No, I think it's, yeah, fatigue doesn't help, but what happened there? Oh, I hung the exchange. Yeah, I had 2 games like that. I just hung the exchange. So I was trying to get to d5. I should have just gone straight away to d5, actually. Just come back, hitting c3. So just keep putting pressure on them. And then, really, they just played really well. They got the exchange, and they just played a clean win. Get the exchange up. All right. Guys, it's a struggle. It's a struggle sometimes. Gotta keep fighting, though. And hopefully, this is not going to be downhill. We're gonna bounce back. You're gonna back. Okay. Trying to play, yeah. The beginning, I was really happy with how it went for the first 10 games or so, and then, yeah. So maybe just look at that part. But let's see. So that's okay. All right. So let's do kind of this Alekhine thing where we let them push at us. Just take over some space, and we'll strike back. There's no real weak spots. So it's playing kind of like a Dutch, a weird looking Dutch, but maybe I have to transfer some pieces around. You're stopping the check. Restriction, good. Okay, pieces, knights are coming out. Inviting the pawn push, and we'll try to strike at it. Actually, we'll just take it right away. Okay. Let's shift the bishop over to f6. See what they do about this pawn. And I think they just hung a pawn. Okay. They did do me. My parent, they've been like apparently not making any mistakes until that. And we have chess player back. We played chess player. Is chess player going to play more? Let's see. Guys, this is fighting to the death. This is sometimes it gets a little gritty sometimes, you know. That's my favorite in a sense when you're struggling. And you got to figure out what you need to do to fight back. I think really what it is right recently, the last few games, it's been an issue of solidity. It's playing a little too loose maybe. Okay. We have to go back. But now they're getting a little loose in this position. We'll escape with the bishop. The bishop will escape. I'll probably do knight b4, threatening this or something. And then if they trade, you just take back, and you can always play a5. Okay, should we take with the queen? I'd say so. But yeah, the last game was like 1700. They played perfectly. They played like impeccably. So I don't know. Hopefully they weren't cheating, but they were just playing really well, I guess. They're definitely underrated. They were played extremely well. Okay, bishop check. Now the thing is, that's pretty much all we have, right? But when the knight takes, we're actually stopping bishop d3, and we're also going to go knight c2. So it's a dual purpose for the knight coming in. Well, the knight has to go there, right? But it works out pretty well because they don't want to get hit with this. They actually can't do anything about it. Knight e3, that's about it. Now we got a knight c2, possibly queen e4. How do we strike at something here? Check takes in. I think we can just check, you know, because if we take, now we're gonna hit b3, and also the king is a little uncomfortable there, so they're coming here to hold that. b5 looks very tempting. Yeah, that's it. That's the move right there. Okay, I'm feeling my mojo coming back a little bit. All right, so b5 they take, I take. If they take opposite, I take with the knight hitting the bishop as well, unleashing the bishop on the diagonal with tempo. Okay. Oh, not to mention queen e4 stuff. Oh yeah. That's coming next because we can do this with the bishop suddenly unleashed. So the pieces are slowly coming out. They have about equal development. But again, in terms of developing pieces, got to just castle and then reroute the knight, and that should be sufficient. Okay, well, are they getting in trouble with the bridge? Check, bishop goes back. Okay, I think we have a combo. Check. Bishop goes back. Check. We're good. No, we just win a pawn, but I don't see any other way to do it. And they can't go rook e2 because then we check him with the bishop. So I have to go here. You could take here. I don't want that. And come back. Yeah, the combo is simply this. Rook has to go back. And then we just take this guy. So we're just winning a pawn. Are we up one or two? Yeah, we're up 2 pawns. Now we gotta watch out though. Let's be real careful about counterplay here. I think the knight quickly comes in the game. And the knight will get posted here or here, hitting the queen if the queen comes out at some point. Okay, queen comes that way. I think we check now. To disturb their plans. Because before they had king f2, but now they don't have bishop blocks. They don't really want to block with the rook, I don't think. And then I probably go knight. Well, probably just castle. And then castle's hitting this line. And then maybe knight here to here, knight coming this way to here, something like this. Okay, that looks so uncomfortable to walk into the pin. Castles, right? I think we just castle and say, okay, solve your problems now. And then oh, do we lose our castling rights? Oh, I must have moved my, no. Yeah, this is just a little uncomfortable. They have to move their bishop now in order to move that, okay. Now we come this way. Yeah, it feels right. And then knight f4 is coming to hit the bishop. Probably just castle finally. But knight f4. If they have queen h4, I think, then I have to go g6 probably. But then I have rook f4 next. But in this case, you have this move. Now we have like a lot of pressure on the diagonal and stuff. So we have so we hit this one. Queen h4 still in the air. I'll just stop that line. Preempt anything there. Probably bishop and clog up the lines. Yeah, so endgame looks good. We just need to survive the middle game, basically. Oh, that's a good move. Yeah, take this one. Can take with check. Take with check, of course. Yeah, that's it. Should be good. Guard that. Now no more mate threats. They had like one attempt, but it didn't quite work. They go here. Yeah, they have bishop d4. It's pretty good. Just run this pawn. Bishop there. Of course they have that. That's pretty annoying. Should be able to exchange back, huh? But I think we're going into the end game pretty comfortably then. Yeah, end game's good. Still good. Fortunately, we locked down a good end game. And we can like fix the pawn on it. You can just lock it in on a4. And then just keep running this pawn, but really the goal is just to like let the bishop defend it. And then we can start getting some good counterplay here. Check. Yeah, we should have enough pawns to be winning, but it's going to take some work. Come here. And then start pushing them back a little bit. And push. This one. And king c5 is the I have to have a follow-up, but I knew I had king c5. Looked pretty good. If they go king here, and then the rook c3 is coming, so I knew I have that, so it's good to go for. Because oh, they didn't go for it. Okay. Still king c. I think anyway you just come in. I think it's good here. Oh right, the pawn's hanging. The pawn is hanging. Still have 2 pawns, but oh, what was I thinking? I should have taken the pawn. What was I doing? I don't know. But now they can't take because I get skewered. And they went for it. Yeah, that's game. That's game. Okay, that was a really good game, though. Really good game. Nice job. They almost had me. That was intense, though. But a lot of, you got to deal with the counterplay. They're going to throw everything in the kitchen sink at you. All right. And wow, it's okay, 2.5 hours. And yeah, got a pretty good stream in there. Getting crushed a little bit. I got crushed a few times. We got Cobra. Okay. 3+2. Oh, I saw the challenge from Cobra. Where is that? The Cobra. NOVES. Oh, they challenged me. Let me see if they're still there. It was like Cobra something. It was like Cobra 3. Just go. Let's do. I think I went for another 3-3, right? Okay, we got a 3-2 here. We can take that. All right. Well, at this point, it's just damage control in terms of the rating, but you know, try to get back a few points. Let's see. I just want to play some really good games before it's over. You know, that was a good game, I think. But sometimes, you know, sometimes it's nice to have like really instructive games, and then other times they're just really good battles. Okay, so I take them, they take me. I take. Pawn, they keep on taking each other. That's crazy. Wait. So I take, they take, I take, they take. I don't know, it's interesting. So it'd be takes. And then end up taking the bishop, and then they take the bishop. So we just eat everything in our position. I don't know about that. Yeah, let's not go for that. I was looking at some crazy line where if we both decide to keep taking, I take them, they take me. I take, they take, 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 I take, they take. So we both just trade up. It's like losers chess. Both just take everything. Okay, so far symmetrical. Let's see, where's the symmetry going to break? Right there. So far. D4 takes. They go D5. So maybe we go with E4. No, they take G3. You don't need to lose that pawn yet. Oh, this is 3+2 also. All right, we'll go with this then. Okay, so I come here and rook takes. Possibly just, yeah, probably just take back with the rook. D5. I still haven't castled yet. It's not a huge deal. But there's some chaos. You don't want the king too close to the center, but yeah, F8's not really a big issue. Take it. Knight take. You know, if I knight takes, and then E5 if I knight F5. Yeah, I like that because if they go E5, we go F5, and they probably go D5. We'll see where that goes. Where's the knight going? Oh, it's attacking it. It's attacking G2. Okay. So is it going to be F3 then? Probably keeps the options open. Interesting. Yeah, F3, keep the options open. And then maybe E3 next, kick it back. and then knight f5. They go to e6, I go to f5. They probably go d5. I'm expecting d5, but trying to figure out what setup they want. Yeah, d5 is a big decision. If the thing is, if they don't go d5, I can actually go e4 and make it hard for them to play that. So I think they should get it in. But then again, I'm going to have the... I can come into f... Oh, they went... Oh, they're going all out. Okay. Sure. Oh, they're trying to sack and go. I wonder if that's going to work. It's interesting. I think I can handle it. Let's let them sack. No, they're not sacking. Okay. Now what? I mean, the knight's driven to the side, and I... So if they take, I open the F file now. I mean, I'll just play H3 and stop any attacks on the H file. I see that, but figured, all right, let's take the pawn. Let's go with it. I actually have B3 threatening 96 as well. But I suppose they're going. I'm expecting Queen C7. Oh, they're going with this? Okay. I'm going to take this. I'm trying to mix it up a little bit, trying to confuse me. Okay. Knight e2 doesn't work though. They almost have a fork on e2. Fortunately, I have my knight there. And now the knight is hanging. Alright. If you insist. Go for some craziness. Oh wow. Actually, I should have used my rook instead. Come up, rook check. It's like several pieces for a queen. This is crazy. Okay, make your move, make your move, make your move. What are they doing? What is this? No, you should have done rook check. What are like 3 pieces for a queen or something though? Threatening mate. And there's a mate. Whew! That was crazy. That was a fun game though. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I like the rush of like low time. Let's see. They're really tactical. Okay, let's see here. So maybe I should attack them this time. Well, it was more of like a counter attack than I got. All right, let's play some dynamic chess. Dynamic is solid. That's my aim right now. Oh, okay. I guess I'll win the exchange. Sometimes they'll try to bring the knight out. I'll just take the knight. This is a pretty common theme when there's a rook and knight usually like that. The knight will come out. You take the knight. You don't even take the bait. Okay, but now we have to take this one if we want anything out of it. And just take the pawn back. Okay. And again, they're going to try to create some pressure on us. Maybe knight g4 hitting f2. Trying to create targets and get some good development. Okay. Yeah, they're just sacking. They're just sacking away. Well, I mean, they gotta go for it. They gotta try, right? But I have a pretty solid position, so let's see if they can break it down. Yeah, last time, I don't know why they didn't do the rook check, but again, I think it was like a rook and 2 pieces for a queen or something, so maybe, and then I had like a lot of centralization. But here they definitely have a lot of piece play they can get. I'm not sure about the b4 sack, but they opened their bishop up, so it's got to be worth something. So technically, like an exchange in 2 pawns at 4 points, but they have good development. Yeah, it's developed it nice. And then possibly castle. But so at some point I might take the knight. Just have this counter pressure. Actually, this is a possibility too. Bishop e4 and just like trade down. So this person's in a, yeah, I can tell they like to attack. So they're going to try and get some heat on me. And I don't mind defending. If it's a route to victory, I'll take it. Got to be kind of agnostic about it. Say, hey, whatever's going to win, I'll take it. What do they do with this? I can't really go e6 because they have knight d6. So they'll come into this weakness if I create this. You know what? Maybe I'll castle queenside. So the king is up here and just goes here. I don't know about that though. That's interesting. But why should I walk into, he's got a lot of pieces over here. They have a lot of pressure, so no need to walk into it. Interesting. Now they want to take f6, I think. And then take check. That looks dangerous. So he takes. And that's precisely why if I castle, I'd take f7, okay. They probably heard, maybe they're watching and heard me say that, although I think it's delayed. It's a good move. h6, bishop takes f6. Then I take g5, possibly. I'd probably just give him a pawn back. But I gotta kick that knight out of there. I'm not gonna let it overstay its welcome. Okay, is there any combo? You gotta do like a little combo search, make sure I don't have anything. I think I'm in the clear. Interestingly, if this pawn weren't here, they would actually have a check. And then if I take, I win this one. Fortunately, I have the f pawn. They might, I don't know, I don't think there's anything there. Some pressure on the knight then, but I think it's okay. The other thing is that bishop takes f6 to try to take this one if g takes. And then knight takes, and then I take this one. Get 2 pieces for the rook. Oh, they're getting low on time. They gotta find something here. Okay, they're going for that. And like I said, oh wait, there was this one. The knight will just move and I have issue. I take, knight takes, I take g5. I take g5, queens. No, bishop takes g5. Somehow I like g takes. No. This is crazy. Pieces all flying in there. So if I take g5, queen bishop takes g5. I can always go e takes f6 actually. There is that. It's probably my best actually. Because at least now I can castle. Ooh, oh, that was the reason they had that. What was I thinking? I knew they had that. That's why I was going to take the knight. See, I keep forgetting the lines I'm looking at. Ugh. Knight blocks his mate. That's sneaky. And now I can't even run away with the knight. Okay. I'm going to have to give some material back. Okay. Well, their attack is working better this time than last time. But I think this guy's trapped. Some more madness going on here. And we have 2 pieces. We have a rook for 2 pieces. Oh, is that a mate? Oh, nice. That was nice. That was nice. What was I thinking? That was nice. Because I'm like, oh, right when I thought I was off the hook. Well played. Well played. Say nice. So I got 2 for 1. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that was a nice one. Rook to, I'm like, okay, rook to 6. I move the bishop. I move the king. I'm like, oh yeah, the bishop's already guarding the knight. Let's see. So, yeah, that was crazy. It was right. Yeah, but see, again, I was like, sometimes when I'm not focusing, like look at some lines and I forget the earlier line I was looking at, like the fact that he had knight h7, which is why I was going to take g5. But somehow I didn't like that, and then I forgot about my earlier analysis, that particular line. So that's something. There's that and time pressure. Gotta watch out for those 2 things. Remember, you gotta get all your lines in order. They barely got that one. Just in the nick of time, too. It's well played. Okay. So it's kind of like a bird's opening or a Dutch. Block the bishop. It's kind of a typical structure. Then we can have e4 coming at any point. Doesn't have to happen right away. Threatening g4 actually. So let's see if they notice. No, they didn't notice. I don't see any recourse here. Just drop the bishop. Bishop has to just take. But hey, they're pretty crafty though. They're clever. They found some ways out of tight spots before. They just gave me the bishop. Okay, I'm just going for development. Oh, what? Okay, now they're playing like me. Now they're playing like me when I'm losing. Okay, one more. Okay, because I know they don't want to end like that. You just kind of blunder. Okay. Okay, d6 again seems useful. Just get the bishop out and go for c5 maybe, like a Sicilian. This time maybe I'll be the one who does the Sicilian structure. Actually seems really useful here with the bishop here. We can open the diagonal. And particularly useful, yeah, because they have... Oh, wait a second. Watch out for the square. Let's just start developing this first. So that way if they come with a knight, I can... If I bring the bishop out first... Like now... So now if the knight comes in, I just go rook c8. Should be fine. right, f4. Now they do want to come in there, but ooh, knight b5. Okay, let's be careful here. But now we're keeping an eye there. So the only one to worry about is this one coming here. One of them coming there. We go here. Stop that. There is a mate threat if they do that. So be aware of that. But I also have the fork myself. Of course, they're going for it. And that's why I played bishop d7 to anticipate all that. I think that's fine. And now I'll just kick it out with e6. They can do e6 and g6. This kind of structure. Oh, they're going. That's interesting. Queen h4. I think I have this kind of thing. I can take it and play like g5 and block it if I need to. But that's interesting. I mean, I always have knight. Well, I'll just take the knight. You know, I would just take the knight. The knight would take back, and then I would throw the pawn at them. Something like that. And then I can fork them here, possibly. So they're getting away from all that. Oh, whoa. Okay, wait. They're sacking the piece. It actually might be kind of fine for them here. If the pawn takes. I'll accept. I accept your gambit, your sack. Because the thing is, I have f5. I kind of looked at that. I was like, okay, hold on a second. Really, where are you going to go with your attack? Because I have something like, you know, my king will just chill on f7, and I could bring out the pieces here, and, you know, get it back to g8 eventually. But he's actually not so bad off here on f7. So I looked at that and I thought, okay, I can see the structure. I'm blocking the pawn. This is blocked, unless there's no infiltration here, you know. So it seemed okay. He's going to try to do something. All right. So now either takes or g6. If I take, he pushes. It's a little counterplay, so I mean, let's just simply do this. And open the bishop. You know, what actually might happen is the king, if I could bring the... Well, we'll see where he goes. If he goes g5, he closes things up. That's fine. It's kind of awkward. But no, we're going to go like this, and it's actually resembling kind of a normal position that I'm used to in like a Sicilian, where you play f5 to block. f5 is a very important blockading move. So the second I had the chance, you know, I just went ahead and did it. So just sense this kind of defensive structure. And now that I played this, see, now that I've controlled f5, I can comfortably take this, and they can't. Now they're not going to get away with this. They will not get away with this. Now if they push, I just take. Just take with the bishop, the knight, whatever. Or even the pawn. Okay, well, they're going for the gusto, you know. They're going all out. All right, so pawn takes, knight takes, bishop takes. Somehow I like pawn takes and just say, okay, what you got now? Pawn takes. Bishop e5 will be a nice stabilizing move. And it's just like a fearless move, you know. It's saying, okay, I'm not afraid of this attack. I have a nice stable position here. And what are you going to do about it? And not to mention, oh, they have bishop e4, I guess. But then I might even throw this move in. Just give it back for him. Oh, that would be kind of good. Check. Bishop takes, pawn takes, check. Okay, they're not doing it much with that. I think it's time for this move. And we're just going to try to, you know, put everything on good squares. And now I think I've established a pretty nice blockade too. So again, it's guarded twice. Oh, we can push. Yeah, that's another idea. It's just push. But I think the simplest way to handle this is knight check in some lines, or just push. But no, it doesn't do anything. I think the knight check is the way to go. You check, you fork these two. So bishop probably wants to take with check. Yeah, that could be good. My king in positioning is not perfect. I'm thinking about maybe altering that. But see, I think they overlooked they're going for bishop e4, I think. But it looks like to me like they've overlooked knight f3 as an obstructing move. So when they go bishop e4, I simply go knight f3, and that should do the job. Bishop takes, pawn takes, check. Oh yeah, that's it. The rook takes doesn't do anything like that. Doesn't do much. And of course, you know what we're going to do next. because the knight's not even there anymore guarding g2, so we can actually take with check. That was the blockading move I think they overlooked. And I might even toss my queen into the fire. There is this move. But then I might get mated again. Hold on. Rook e7 here. This is crazy. I think I'm okay. You have to be objective in your analysis, you know. It looks crazy, but I think I'm not getting... I think he's not mating me this time. He does have the nasty looking rook e7, but then I go king g6. I'm just like going on a little king stroll. And if he brings the king back... Oh, he's going for this. Okay, what is going on? This is insane. Rook e7's coming. No, rook e7 doesn't do anything. Let's go king g6. He just walks into the pin again if he does that. What a position. Oof. Okay. Now I'm moving off this one. This is still pinned, but I'm moving off this. He moves his bishop. I move my king again. I open the queen with check. What is going on? How many pieces am I up? Move, move, move. You're going to lose on time. But yeah, I think it's losing. I think it's just losing. Let's look at the analysis board real quick. This is interesting. Yeah, we had some really, really interesting games together. Let's see. I think it's just going to be like minus 15 or something. Yeah, it's minus 10. It's just a loss. So he has, they have bishop f4. I think it's king h7 check. Yes. And then the king goes to like, let's say the king goes to h2 or something. We just start eating. We eat more. Queen takes to get off the line. And then, I don't know, queen g4 or something. Queen g4, exactly. And then the rook goes to g1. We can toss a queen. We can, again, toss pieces into the fire if we want. Oh, we just take this. And the queen has to probably block. Oh, no, they get mated. So the king has to go here. And then, yeah, check or something. What about knight f7? Yeah, knight f7, that's it. And we're up, like, what, 3 pieces? 2 pieces, a rook and a knight. Yeah, that was interesting. Okay. Yeah, little defense. But it's interesting because sometimes you defend, but then you get actually a really nice counterattack. So you end up in attacking positions from defense. But you have to be fearless. Remember, I just took the pawn, took everything, and just said, hey, I can sense. I've seen this kind of position before. Your intuition informs you of that. I've been here before. I can handle this. Your intuition isn't always correct, but it's a good, it's a heuristic, right? It's a shortcut. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Let's do one more. Okay, last game of the day. Last game of the day was been like 3 hours or so. It's been a while. This is my longest one. My longest one's 3:15. All right. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like Kostas and James had a good discussion there. I think the recording was slowing it down or something. Like, create a game. It's freezing up. Too much chess for the computer to handle. Too many crazy positions for Stockfish. Although I think that's in the cloud, but let's see. Let's just open a new chess. I don't know. I guess that's it. Maybe that's it. That's kind of a cool note to end on. I mean, unless it, wait, unless it comes back. I'm going to do one more. One more game going all out. All out. I don't know. We're on this one. Okay. So we got create a game. 3 + 3, or it could be quicker. I don't really care. Okay. Let's play against this 2000 cream machine. They're going to cream me. That's their goal. 2 + 2. All right. Let's just go all out here. Try to end on a good note. But whatever happens, this is my last game. Attack the pawn. Throw this pawn at him. And just take queen b3 maybe. I think that's a double attack, sort of, because attack. Yeah, it looks like it. Attack, attack. It's weird. It's like regular king position. They've already exposed themselves on the lights. That's why I wanted to take, particularly because the light squares are pretty weak here. So I think we're okay out of the opening here. Looking good. What do they do about it? They decide to defend it this way, and I think bishop just takes. Queen takes, they attack the queen. Okay, so we win ourselves a central pawn. Good start. And we're still actually potentially looking at this if we really want to. Knight goes here. I don't know, we have checks available. Check. Queen check takes. Oh, there we go. Queen check is interesting. They want knight c5. Actually, I'm gonna go. They can't even go b5 because I take a6. So then they have to lose their castling rights and trade queens. It's not really an ideal situation. Okay, so this looks like a good endgame, but now they might have knight in. So we just go here, stopping any knight intrusions. Just keep developing. Let's see where they go with this. Here. Just go back. And then f4 probably. Okay, they're trying to create some kind of counterplay, but they weaken this one. So now I'm going for knight e5 check, takes. Make the knight move, take this one. That's the tactic here. Okay, we're going all out. Let's try and win this game. Just like a late middle game, like a queenless middle game essentially. They really can't take it, is this? Okay, they're taking it. I think they're collapsing there. The position seems to be collapsing. With a triple fork. That was the point. Yeah, they shouldn't have taken it. Now their knight's hanging, most importantly. They say come in. Ooh, okay. There is that stuff. Can we simply play like rook c1? That looks fine. Can I just castle? Yeah, whatever. Yeah. I saw knight d3, but it doesn't do anything. Because I get 2 pieces for the rook. Play for b4. Just keep the pressure on them. Need to b4. Bishop check. We got king up. Extra exchange. I think we're getting the bishop. Takes it. Game. There's nothing to do. All right. Well, it ended on a positive note, unless they rematch me. But no. Well, I think we're done. Okay, that was a good day. It ended up being a pretty good day, but it's a bit of training. Really, what it came down to is just it happens in regular Queen's Gambits too. Sometimes, like where they bring their bishop away. But here, the absence of the bishop's already clear, right? So it makes a lot of sense that when they go c6, it looks artificially defended, but sadly it's collapsing. So we won the pawn, we traded, we just get an endgame with an extra pawn and some development. That was a mistake, I think. They're going for counter. Maybe they intentionally are going for counterplay, but there's a little bit, but you just have to be careful here and just play for b4, g4, kick the knight back, trade it off. It's a little got a little sketchy there for a minute, but then they walked into this pin, which was dangerous. They never did anything about it. Then we just simply I didn't want to play. I saw that I could have gone e3 knight check. No, e3 knight check, king c3 would have worked immediately actually. But I figured I'd just take it, stop that, and then come over. And I saw there's a win with king c3. Okay, at least we ended on a good note. But yeah, some really good games. Everyone who played me today did a really good job. That's particularly that one person. I think it was the 5-minute games, and they were beating me like 2-3 times in a row. So that was nice. I think I got only one game out of them. I had a couple of winning positions, and then it got me on time. And then they outplayed me the other game. So just completely outplayed me, and they got me as well as on time. So yeah, nice games, guys. That was good lessons. I'll look back at those, review what happened, and learn from it. And yeah, hopefully get some 960 in yourself, because there's a lot to learn from that, and strategy, tactics, and dealing with this kind of disorientation, disoriented position, and how you handle it. So, all right, guys, well, I hope everyone's doing well and staying healthy, and I'll see you next time.